Active. All right, ladies and gentlemen, back for another episode. Welcome to You Ain't Shit for Watching. I am your host, Donnie. Today's a very special episode. It's called Boss on Government Assistance. We're going to contemplate the perils of being a boss while you take food stamps to survive. As usual, I got the normal assortment of co-hosts who's going to pop on, but right now we got Shy. What's popping, man? Dark Skate?
Oh man, chilling, man, enjoying this day off. I had to take the day off to get some things handled. And man, I get back to the house and actually, matter of fact, before I got to the house, I was on my phone and stuff, and of course I got the little text and I'm looking and I click on the link and it's these weirdos talking about me. They think that I'm two other people. So I'm like, what are these people? Okay, and so just for context, my name on Facebook is Shai Uchiha, right? We all know Uchiha is a character off of Naruto anime. It's a popular show, popular character, right? So my buddy Uchiha Montez, who I know who it is, you know who it is too. He's an admin in the group. So of course, Chenoa Jarrett, the stalker, and Mike C. Lawson, the other stalker, they decide that they want to do a show in the middle of the day. Ain't nobody fucking with them. Nobody's bothering them. And they decide they want to do a whole show about people they think that I am. And then they post it up. They say that they're not stalking. They posted up a screenshot of an Intellis.
What's going on?
What's the thing called? Intellis?
A
Intellis is
fake
like
page.
Yeah.
yeah, Intellis is like it posts basically public information. But you can go on that site and you can alter stuff that's on the site. So you can say whatever you want to say. This guy decides to look it up, or somebody looked it up or whatever, altered it, and then sent that to him. So he takes that as the gospel Bible of the facts about me. So what happens is Michael C. Lawson, Neff Pleminger on Facebook, the Facebook psycho, the Detroit psycho, the guy that was in the car talking about killing women and killing his coworkers over rejection. This guy hadn't talked to him in months, except for a few weeks ago when he was screaming like a bitch on Willie's show, right? He gets back on Facebook, and I think about maybe 2 days ago, he starts tagging the shit out of me over and over and over again on my post. I never responded back to him because I'm like, all right, this guy's annoying. He won't shut up. He keeps tagging me on some, hey, we need to stop this. We're 40, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, so if I'm supposed to be stalking you, why are you on my post? And why are you screenshotting everything that I post and trying to put it out as XYZ? How about you just leave me alone? If I did so many things that were so bad to you, how about you leave me alone because I'm leaving you alone? It don't work that way. This guy gets up in the morning, checks Facebook, don't even brush his teeth probably, checks everything that I post, screenshots it, and sends it to Chenoa, and they decide to make a whole video about it and stalk me. So I'm pretty sure one of you guys are next. Anyway, that's what happened today, and it's funny as shit to me.
And I'm like, this is the reason why, like I keep saying, this is the reason why these motherfuckers, they get mocked, they get laughed at, nobody respects what they got to say, and everything else, because the shit is just, everything that they put out is just so ass backwards, misinformed, misguided. Like, you guys need to get a motherfucking hobby. Okay. I mean, either get a hobby or get your asses on the road and come see about it.
They got a hobby. Their hobby is stalking everything that you do. If you take a piss, if you fart sideways, if I post anything on my page that's public, they're gonna screenshot it and then twist it some kind of way and make it weird some kind of way. It's weird, man. But yeah, I don't bother them. Donnie don't bother me. But no, I take that back. Donnie be fucking with him because Donnie's Donnie.
I'm a little petty, just a little bit.
Yeah, yo, I'll be living my life, bro. I'll be doing what I do. I go to work, come home and chill, game, and talk to you guys. But yeah.
No, I'm cool.
I saw Bianca popped on. She dipped out.
Yeah, she's having some issues with her video. I can see. So she popped in and popped back off, or her audio. I don't know what she quite did. But we got some time. I'm out at the grocery store shopping.
Okay, yeah. Hey, you enjoying the new place, man?
Yeah, as best I can.
It ain't 1821 or 1812 or the other place, is it? Because I mean, I heard that it was some. I heard there was some literature that was passed out there, man. Somebody,
somebody passed out some flyers. I heard
the Kinko gangster.
Yo,
somebody printed out a half of a stack of papers all about you, pass out to your neighbors. What your neighbors gonna do, man? You still live there?
So yeah, I'm gonna break that down. What's going on, Bianca? How you living?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
So what are they supposed to do? Call 911 when they see you? Is that what they supposed to do? Were they supposed to call 911?
That's basically what he was doing. So I'll give you the heads up. So I moved on last Sunday, not this most recent Sunday, but the Sunday before that. And driving on the way, I get a message. Somebody sent me a screenshot of this man basically acting like he was John Wicks outside my apartment complex, or out my former apartment complex. So I look at the little post, and he's going to it was a nice place too. It was like Whole Foods or one of the the little healthier markets. He posted up a receipt. Now the receipt is supposed to tell me, yeah, I was there. I was in your neck of the woods, and I'm looking at the receipt now. Maybe Bianca, you can tell me this because you work in the this industry. When you have an EBT card and you swipe it, what comes on the bottom of the receipt?
The balance.
So does that happen? Can anybody answer this? When you go buy food with your regular debit card, does it have the balance to your debit card on there?
Nope.
No, only if you're if you're purchasing with a gift card, yes, but not with a regular debit card. So if you have a Visa gift card or something like that you can pass off as a regular credit card, it would show on something like that. Like you know how they have those American Express gift cards and stuff like that you can give to people. You can buy them. They're like in that little gift card section. Yeah, now that'll show the balance.
So my man posts up his receipt, and the whole bottom of the receipt is marked out because he don't want something to sell.
I done pulled it back. I'm looking at this picture, yo.
So he got a prepaid card, is what that is.
No, I think he's paying for that with his EBT. He thought he was so gangster until he realized his EBT amount.
Yeah, I'm out.
Yeah, most definitely. It was either EBT or it was a gift card, and the balance probably was embarrassing.
Yo, but you know what? This is another thing though. Okay, so because he ain't even got to the best part. Like this is like the tip of the iceberg. He ain't got to the best part.
So yeah, he's talking gangster. He's murder, kill with it. All right, this shit's funny. This man starts talking about how he went to my apartment complex. Mind you, it was an old apartment complex, and security kept him from going in. He doesn't know I was 5 feet away from ending his life. He handed out a fire just to see which one he was, but security stopped me. So I left 6 stacks?
He left six stacks of flyers or something. Okay, you're supposed to be John Wick. You're supposed to be the most deadly man on earth with chi powers. You open up the 9th gate of Naruto and shit, and the best you can do is some flyers. Like, what you gonna do? Hit this man with some paper cuts? Really?
That man, he was talking like, yeah, I was gonna light up the whole building, but I didn't want innocence.
You got a whole damn problem.
Yo, can you imagine what type of obsession it takes for you to tell a man you're gonna kill him when you see him, you're gonna be in his city, you're gonna do XYZ, you do nothing, and then the best you can do is file charges and get a warrant in a state that does not extradite, and then go back to the place where you think he lives and pass out some flyers to his neighbors.
That part.
Then no. On top of that, this man in his infinite wisdom. Okay, so everybody's saying Donnie's son, right? Donnie's son is light bright, right? You're a little glowworm. It's all good.
Aww, he's so cute.
He is. Yeah, he's an adorable little boy. So this is what this man does. He says, yeah, last time my people went out there, because apparently he sent some people out there to stalk this man and sit outside of this apartment complex that he does not live at. He says, last time my people went out there, they said that they saw a white woman out there, and we went together that he's simping. That's not his son. That's that white woman's son, and Donnie is with her. This dude made a whole scenario.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
A whole scenario on this.
He made a whole scenario about Donnie's son.
Yeah.
So this is what I have a problem with. Why is he minding everybody's business but his own?
I don't know.
Because his business needs tending to. And he got a lot of time for other people's business, and his business is falling apart. Like, he got some real business to tend to, especially himself. Like, he's like falling apart.
I think we don't have guys. Yeah, he don't got no business. He's a failure in life. When you boil it down, he's a failure in life. He doesn't have a career. He doesn't have an actual job. He doesn't do anything, but pretty much siphon off of whoever he can. Pretty much. I mean, first he was living on some type of government assistance because his wife had some kind of a program she was living on. He wasn't the man of the house. She was the one that was bringing money into the house and gave them she's the one that provided a place for them to live, for the kids to live, and for him to live. Right.
So now that's not a thing anymore.
That's not a thing anymore because she passed away, unfortunately, and now I think he got in some kind of a fight with the custody with his mother-in-law, and so some kind of way. I don't know the details, so I don't like to put anything false out there. But anyway, so he's got the kids, and I think I don't know. He probably getting some kind of money that way. But either way it goes, he's got so many other things to deal with instead of constantly stalking other people.
If their mother worked, and if their mother, she was a nurse or something like that.
No, I'm not sure.
No, she was an ass wiping professional. She was what they call them, CNA.
Nah, I don't think she's gonna CNA.
I mean, depending upon where they work, sometimes CNAs make good money. But either way, she worked until she died, right?
Okay, so he's supposed
and
to be
how many kids did she have?
Are you supposed to be a CNA with a positive HIV status?
I mean, she ain't here no more, so I don't think that's considerate. I think that's inconsiderate.
I think that man is just sitting up there in his motherfucking feelings because his bitch just sat there and left him.
Oh, see, okay. So you going to another subject. We'll get to that.
Hold on. Who is AZ Dot that we got on here?
Don't know.
Who's the Z.com?
Who's slurping?
Oh no, that's Selena.
I'm sorry, that's me. I mean, Miss Honeydew. That's Lena.
Right. I'm about to say, yo.
Hey, what's up?
What's going on with you?
I'm trying to catch up.
So a few weeks ago, myself and Donnie and Dwayne, we went on a guy show named Willie. So me and Willie, we used to have beef, and all of us pretty much squashed beef. We was like, hey, past is past, we left it alone. So I was given the opportunity to get on and talk to Michael C. Lawson and Chenoa Jarrett, these two stalkers. And the only thing I was met with was extreme hatred, screaming, death threats, and a whole lot of bitching. I laughed about it because it was funny to me. I was like, yeah, they're really mad. Okay, so shit, what you gonna do? All it was a bunch of screaming. So then when I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna do this because I'm not gonna yell back and forth. I would rather just go ahead and squash stuff and make it official with Willie. So I did that, and I was like, all right, bet. As far as the other two guys, they can come and get at me if they want to squash stuff because I'm not gonna go back and forth with people who's acting like children. So I got ready to get off, and all of a sudden, Mike, no, don't leave, no, go stay. Nah.
Yes, raining woman.
Okay, so and Donnie was on there too. They was talking about they was gonna kill Donnie and stuff, and Dwayne. Yeah, I got the whole video. I recorded the whole thing.
Oh my god!
Oh, you already know I'm a recorder.
That nigga, normally he'd be like, "I'll kill you." This nigga was like, "I'm gonna put a bullet to your brain and squeeze."
He said, "I'm gonna come over there. You won't know, but I'm gonna come over there and get you and everybody else in the house." Okay.
But imagine when he got there, when he got to my old apartment, the door that all you had to do was click on somebody's buzzer just to buzz you in. That stopped him from going in. Instead, he had to.
So he was outside looking stupid.
And put some flyers out.
He put some flyers out, man. He gonna kill you with paper cuts.
He put flyers outside. So
yeah, the
flyers was gonna be outside waiting on you to come out.
The flyers is waiting for you at the door.
Yeah.
He's gonna come out. His neighbor's gonna be like, "That's him. That's him."
Yeah,
that's him.
You know, I gotta go to work, but I'm gonna leave these flyers out here.
So okay, let's logically think about this. Let's logically break it down. So we have a pandemic, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We have civil unrest. We have civil unrest. We have police brutality being protested and everything. You think some motherfucker's gonna see a flyer and think, "Oh shit, we gotta stop everything that we're doing, including going to work, putting myself at risk so I can pay for my bills, and we're gonna stop and look for this guy on the flyer"?
Listen, is there a reward?
No, this dude broke.
He paying for stuff with food stamps. He ain't got no money.
He just paid for a whole bunch of soda with food stamps.
No. That's what the point I was trying to get to. Because how many kids did they have?
I don't know. It's a couple gremlins. I don't know.
I'm saying
he got like five kids.
Okay.
Yeah, he got like 5 kids.
So at survivor benefits for 5 kids, say if they get $500 a piece, and that's on the low end. Most of the time they get almost a G, especially if she worked. So 5 kids at $500 a piece. That's $2,500 a month to just waste on YouTube.
I'm actually I'm glad he got some money coming in. Because for one thing, the kids do need to be taken care of. I'll give him that. So I'm glad that he's getting some kind of income, because obviously he's not going to work. He ain't doing nothing but sitting at home smoking, coming up with conspiracy theories and stalking people. So I mean,
yeah.
And I'm pretty sure that insurance money done came and left. That's why she gone.
Shit, he can get $1 million with insurance money. He ain't flew out to see you, Donnie, myself, anybody else. He been stalking, has he? Nope. I mean, with that kind of money.
I mean, he's not getting insurance money anymore. That's definitely gone. But he's gonna get that the survivor's benefits to the kids turn 18.
So he can get survivor's benefits for them kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the kids get it, and so whoever they're in the care of, and this is why there's an issue over the children. Whoever.
It's in their best interest to get custody, because they'll get that money.
Right. They're supposed to get the check. That's how it's supposed to go. It doesn't always go that way, because a lot of parents of these children will take the money even though they may not have the children. So it just depends on how it irons out. But
so basically,
that's probably where the issue is. Believe me, mama-in-law, she knows. That's why she fighting for them kids, because she knows it's checks involved. She knows.
That's all bad.
Man, so hold up. I think I just pulled a video up.
And I'm telling you, with her working, they gotta be getting about $1,000 a piece. Easy money.
Damn, my shit's going ham. All right, let me see. Because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play them threats on here on my mic.
Oh, threats, nigga, this threats.
I'm gonna play, man. You have no idea. Dude was spazzing.
Mm-hmm.
It was crazy.
You gonna put your ass in the mattress like drug money?
Well, basically what you're gonna really hear is a bunch of yelling and screaming, like a bunch of. If you ever watch 2 females go at each other on the live, and they just arguing, and they just trying to, they argue so much that they trying to out talk each other.
Yeah,
that's what you're gonna hear.
Wow.
So I think it was on the 12th of August. If I'm not mistaken. No, this one on the 12th. I think I recorded then. Let me see. It might have been recorded. Y'all can go ahead and keep on. I got to find exactly when all the screaming started.
Oh, this is too much for me. I can't deal.
The kind of
the level of petty. Yeah, this is just too much because I feel like, at this point in the game, dude needs like to do something with himself for real.
It's time to let it go, ain't it?
Yeah. This is too much. How many years is this now?
It's going on 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, he can't let this shit go. This is the motherfucker. He doing all this shit and took his pride, his ego, his reputation. His family don't respect him. His kids don't respect him. So he got to do all this shit until he feel like the kids can at least be like, well, my daddy's kind of a hoe, but he ain't 100% a hoe. He about 95% hoe. Because you got to think about it. His kids, when they get older, and because all kids, they little kids right now. When they get older, they gonna start talking crazy. And then that motherfucker's gonna say some slick shit. Well, you let a motherfucker piss on mama's grave. You ain't shit, nigga.
That part.
How do you come back from that? So he got to fight for that.
Okay, y'all let me know. You guys let me know if you can hear this when I start playing it. Let's see. Okay, hold on. That's not the one. But could you hear that? The audio?
Uh-uh.
All right. Let me find exactly the one. Let me find the exact the one I'm looking for. I don't even know. There's so many videos. I don't even know what I labeled it, man.
I forgot what it was. Talking about some late night trolling or some shit like.
I found it. Yeah,
but imagine a nigga just mad at you and he can't do nothing but show up to your house and drop off some flyers. And then, so his whole point now is he's been to Philly. You ain't told me you've been to Philly. You have not alerted me you've been to Philly. But I'm supposed to just know, like, you didn't walk into the city and the bat signal's going off.
Yeah, he waited till after the fact to let somebody know that he was there.
Yeah, I was there. You didn't know, but I was there.
Brandon let him know ahead of time he's going up to his wife's shit.
I mean, you ain't see the tracks outside when you went outside to check. You ain't see his footprint.
Some bum prints.
He was supposed to leave some streaks or something. For real.
Yeah, niggas like him, they keep this shit going and then they get mad at themselves. He the first nigga to call the police. You heard all the murder, kill talk. The nigga was on that show talking about, I'm gonna put a bullet in your head. He did the show a couple of days ago talking about some I'm gonna come out there and you're coming back with me. I'm gonna give you the option. I'm gonna give you the option to come with me. Or, I don't know what's gonna happen, but if you come with me, you might come up, show up some bumps and bruises, but you'll be brought to justice.
Y'all let me know if you can hear this. Let me know if you can hear this. All right, I'm about to play this. Let me know if you can hear this. Can y'all hear that? Okay, hold up. Let me figure it out. Yeah, this shit is weird. Let me change my settings.
Yeah, because I need to hear him snitching.
I was telling
Tekashi 4.0.
Well, yeah. He's straight Tekashi's y'all asses. And let me find out he wear lace fronts.
Oh, Lord, I wouldn't be surprised.
Let me find out.
Y'all gonna be all kind of nigga bitches and shit tonight.
I'll be that. They gonna challenge me to a duel.
But you know what? What's even funnier than the nigga acting like that security door stopped him from coming and killing me? Because he was on a mission. The security door stopped him. They got security. Although you could have buzzed yourself in and began to kill him. What's funnier than that is the nigga who's upset and obsessed with Shy. That nigga was all kind of, I would fuck Shy up. We go to the death. And then go ask this nigga to play video games 5 minutes later.
Oh man, come on, Mike, crazy ass man. It's so fucking weird, dude. Like you heard because you was on the show when they were screaming and yelling and then all of a sudden pop up. Well, yeah, Halo was coming out. I could show you how to play Halo. Like, bro, if you hate me so much and you want me to die. And you co-signing this dude that's telling me he's gonna kill me, and then you turn around and say you want to play a game with me, like we ain't friends, bro. What are you doing?
I'm telling you, if you told that nigga, yeah, I'll play with you, that nigga would have got on the floor on his belly with his feet up in the air.
Wow.
I hate you, man. I hate you. I hate you.
And make it, oh yeah, you doing damn.
But you know what? You know what? Yo, listen. Years ago, because me and him used to go back and forth, and I roasted him, and this is where it happened. I roasted him, and I roasted this girl, right? I roasted both of them on the same post years ago. Should be through with this, right? So then he kept on fucking with me. So then I happened to find a video that he personally put out talking about killing coworkers and wanting to kill women for rejection. We've all been over this, right? This is the same guy.
Yeah.
So, but see, after all that, I thought we squashed it. This is years ago, and we was on Xbox playing Destiny, right? So while we're playing Destiny, the guy's like, "Hey man, you know what? I really think you're a cool guy and everything. You know, I really didn't mean a lot of stuff I said." Da 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 da. And I'm thinking, okay, this is kind of weird, but all right, whatever. I'm just trying to play the game. And so, so the guy is just like, "Yeah, man, you know." So we're playing through the mission or whatever, and he dies, and the other guy died in the video game, and he said that just big up at me, like, "Yeah, you know, I like the way Shy plays because he's real methodical, he's strategic." I'm like, "No, get on my nuts, bro." So, it's just weird. So then his girl came home. His girl came home. And I can hear in the background, she sounds like she's really perturbed or whatever. And he's like, "Hey, yo, man, I got to get off."
By his attraction for you?
No. Shut up.
I would have been perturbed too.
Okay, you know
that
what?
nigga was sitting there with some Vaseline next to your character, nigga. She came home and was like, "What? You got some Vaseline? Nigga, what are you doing? Who you on the phone with?" Shy. You say that name in your sleep, nigga.
Why is your controller greasy? Controller that been shiny before.
What you doing with a towel next to your controller? Yo, dude,
what game are you playing?
Dude is weird though. So I can hear in the background. She was mad because he didn't make her a sandwich or something. She was pissed off about he didn't make her a sandwich. So he was like, "Hey, Shy, hey man, we could play again, but I gotta get off, man. It's my girl. She wants some food. I was supposed to fix her a sandwich." I'm like, "All right, bro, you do your thing."
Better not be that with the Wild Things looking bitches that he had posted up.
No,
it wasn't.
No, it wasn't her. It was a chick.
Oh.
It was a chick that had it was a chick that had like the real dusty feet. She was standing out on some concrete, and look, she'd been kicking bricks all day.
Oh, that fat
Please
chick.
don't bother me.
It was that
Please
one.
don't bother me. Who was it? Dusty.
She had dusty feet, man. She's the one that set him up and got his PlayStation stolen. That's the one. So it's
Speaking of your boyfriend
when you
is
wear
here.
other people's business. See, this is what happens when you wear other people's business. You have a girlfriend named Dusty Feet.
Dusty feet.
You are attracted to men because they play video games. Well, you have like serious issue. I think what's going on is he has an attraction that he hasn't dealt with. So he's doing what like little boys do in kindergarten, and he's punching the person that he has a crush on. And that's
man.
you guys.
Me and my wife was talking about that this morning after we got done running, and I said that it's a lot of dudes that don't know how to express their attraction toward
Their
the
attraction
woman that they like, so they pick on them first.
Yeah,
and, man, I hate you and Donnie for this fucking theory.
I'm telling you. That's
But you
what
might
it
be
is.
right.
We love y'all.
You might be right. I mean, you know what? I got a
Drake
screenshot.
said it.
I got a screenshot of when it was an old post a long time ago, and this dude, I think he slipped and he typed this up because ain't no way you can fuck this up and type it up by accident. He says, stop telling. He says, you're no longer allowed to be friends with men in this group. Just tell them they're attractive like I do and keep it moving, or something to the effect of that. And I was like, I was like, what?
That.
So I screenshot it. As soon as I saw it, I screenshot like, "Yo, what?" I said, "Don't try to delete it. I already got it. I see what's up now."
And let's not forget about the time they were begging for people dick pics and all that other stuff. And
I remember that shit. When Chinoa was on his little show or whatever, and he was on the show. And they said something about one of our friends saying that they was lying and said he had herpes or whatever. So the girl that was on the show, she's like, she had the screenshot. So Mike was like, wait, you got the screenshot? And Chinoa was like, what was that? What? He got excited. I'm like, yo, chill out, bro. So he got excited, and then Mike was like, he said his full government name. He says, I, Mike C. Lawson, am begging for this evidence. Please send the screenshots as fast as you can at all speeds possible. That's exactly what he said.
Did he say it like his mouth was watering?
Yes.
I'm gonna play the audio for you, and I'm gonna play the audio for you.
He sure the fuck did.
I'm gonna play the audio for you, just in case anybody thinks that I'm lying.
Why you say like mama?
They sounded really extremely excited about seeing this dude dick.
This is too much
like his life was dependent on it.
I did not know it was gonna be this intense.
I was like, what is going on here?
I got to take my hair down. This is too much.
When you hear the audio,
these
you're
dudes,
gonna lose it.
Oh
these
my
dudes
god.
is extra. He's in the comments, by the way.
He's in the comments.
Well,
Maybe he can tell me when did he start
Tell
having
him to call in.
So
Tell
we
him to
can
call
get
in.
to the end of this. Yes.
Tell
Call
him
me
to
now.
call in because he got to explain
That
stuff
nigga
like
got
that.
Yeah, I give
That
you
nigga's
a
in there. He
reason.
playing Lil Kim in the background. Gotta let you know that I got a crush on you.
Tell Mike to come up here and ask his why his mama was a hoe.
But you know what? We would not be here. We would not be here if he didn't keep on fucking with me, because I ain't been bothering that dude ever since I figured out that I could not reconcile. We could not come to any kind of agreement to squash whatever beef it is that he's still hanging on to. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm not gonna reach out and try to squash any kind of beef. He gonna be pissed off for nothing. And ever since then, he's been buzzing, tagging me every freaking day. He'll jump on my post, take a screenshot, send it to Chinoa, and then be all in my posts making comments. Half time, I don't even respond to him. I'm like, okay. So I told him the other day, I'm like, bruh, he's like, yo, don't get emotional. I'm like, I'm not emotional. It's like you're a fly. You're just annoying at this point. And he was like, all right, touche. And he left me alone for the rest of the day. But he continued to take screenshots and send them off to his boyfriend. It's just weird. Like, Mike, if you're watching this show right now, if you hate me that much, I'm not going to play any video games with you. That shit's weird as fuck, bro. That's weird, man. You tried to get me fired. I got all the printout of the email where you was complaining to my employer. They laughed at you. I laughed at you. Everybody who read that shit has laughed at you. I got a stack in a folder by itself. The police have it. The military.
I will not play video games with you.
The military law office, they have all the screenshots. The police here have all the screenshots because it's a chronicled folder of everything that you guys have done to try to either harass me, stalk me, get me fired. So if anything happens to me, and I was advised to protect myself if somebody did come to my house, protect myself and my family. And so I got the police report and everything. It's already ready. Everybody at work already knows about it. Yeah, it's serious. Like I've gotten death threats.
And see, this is not to get off the funny part, because this is funny, but it's serious. I think that men need to address their attraction. They need to address their.
How you gonna try to get off the funny?
He gotta get comfortable with his sexuality.
No, it's the truth. It's the truth. Because look, like, I don't know if you watch, there's a show that's on Netflix where they talk about, like, you know, different stuff on the media or whatever. And they get into that Jenny Jones incident where the guy killed the guy that said he had a crush on him or whatever.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
I don't know if y'all remember when this happened back in the day. See, these days when they tell the story, they just say, oh, he got embarrassed, so he killed the guy, he didn't know how to respond. But back in the day when the story broke, it was they had a relationship and he was pissed because the dude put him on Front Street on Jenny Jones, right?
So he was trying to keep shit secret.
My point is, right. And when old boy was like, I got a crush, because I don't know if y'all seen the clip, but he was like, yeah, I'll break it down like he went all the way in on how he wanted to give it to him. So anyway, so and old boy was sitting there like, for real, dog? This how you gonna just tell everybody that I like it? So this is why he got shot, right?
So dude wasn't even ready to come out like that. He just figured he would just take him out like,
that's
all
what
right.
The story was back in the early 90s, but the way they're telling the story now is a little different. So my point is, You have to deal with your sexuality in a healthy manner, or it manifests in a negative way, like stalking straight men for multiple
What?
years.
Well, there's been some alleged conversation that he likes the manly hand escorts, ladies of the night, the ones with who can stand and
Tonsils
pee.
in their skirts.
Man. All right, so y'all check this out. Check this out. All right, I'm about to play the audio. Let me know if you can hear this. Can y'all hear this?
Yeah.
Hold on. All right, can y'all hear this?
So what about Castro?
Yeah.
Like, what was the first time you met Castro? And what about him exactly that you don't like?
What's up?
I did not know that his voice was really like this.
Oh, you thought we was just imitating it and left for
No,
no
we were just
reason? Yeah,
bullshitting.
nah, nigga.
I thought Donnie was tripping.
You thought we was lying? Don't sound like Elmer Fudd. He sounds like a mix between Elmer Fudd and
He sounds like the villain off of the Smurfs.
Gargamel.
Gargamel.
He sounds like.
With Smurfs.
I'll get you the smile.
Yes.
Oh no.
So okay, let me
Go
play
ahead.
this. And so, and on occasion, Donnie can attest to this. Mike, the other guy you're going to hear on here, he's yelled out because they got this weird name for me. They call me Inspector. Now, after you hear this, you can be like, well, they the ones that's inspecting, because during this video, it's covered up, but during this video, they actually watched or looked at a screenshot of someone else's penis and talked about what it looked like and everything, right? But they're calling me Inspector.
Ridiculous.
So on occasion, this Mike guy, he's been on video and he yells out, "Inspector!" in the background. I can't make this shit up. But anyway, I digress.
What was the first time you met Castro? And what about him exactly that you don't like?
He's fat. His dick got exposed for having jock itch and herpes. Like, all that shit together, he's just that annoying.
Rewind.
Did y'all hear the excitement in the dude's voice? What? I'm gonna play it again.
Together, he's just that annoying.
Rewind. Say that again.
Respectful.
You said jock itch and hurt.
Rewind.
Yeah, his dick. I got.
What's up, baby?
Yeah,
These are things that hashtag boss did not.
Can y'all hear this?
Say that again, Clarissa. Rewind that for us, please, ma'am.
Hold on, fam. Hold on.
It's coming out kind of cut up.
Okay. I wonder if it's because let me see. Hold up. How about this?
Send that picture
I'm
at gmail.com.
trying to hang up because I'm on Brandon's show.
Yo, Dwayne, you good? All right. Could you hear that though?
Yeah, I can hear it fine.
Okay, here you go.
yeah, his dick. I got.
These are things that hashtag boss did not know. Say that again, Clarissa. Rewind that for us, please, ma'am.
Hold on, Boss Neff. Could you send that picture at gmail.com?
I've never heard a grown man ask for a man's dick pic.
This man had put out his email address and he's asking for a picture of somebody else's penis. Well, let's continue.
PROMEDIA at gmail.com. One more again. That is GEMPROMEDIA at gmail.com. Miss Clarissa,
That nigga's really excited for a dick pic.
Just keep listening. It's if this
He's
ain't
gonna
telling,
ask to it fit in his mouth.
this dude, I know he was slobbering when he was asking. Here you go.
I have to ask you a very important question. Do you have the screenshots, ma'am?
Yes, I have the picture, the
Keep listening.
screenshot, everything. Yes.
Send that. Please, Boss Neff, Mike C. Lawson, aka Boss Neff Pleminger, am begging you, Clarissa Foster, to send this evidence, these screenshots, to GemProMedia at gmail.com. That is GEMPROMEDIA
@gmail.com. Please, man. At all speeds. As quick as you can.
All right. So, did you hear the urgency in that man's voice when he was asking for some dick pics? This man said at all speeds possible. He said as quick as you can. I think he was salivating when he was looking at the pictures.
And she sent them?
Yeah, she sent it to him, and then on the air, on live, they sat and looked at the pictures and gave a critique about the dude's dick, whatever. Supposedly they got a picture of Donnie's dick, so they always talking about his shit too. Now they done beg for dick pics from females so they can look at it and have it in their personal stash. So now, personally, I'm not opposed to keeping news as long as they're from the opposite sex. But when you're a dude asking a woman for another dude's dick pictures, and you keep them in your personal stash so you can look at them and critique them, zoom in and out, like, bro, and you call me the inspector?
Yeah, some other foolishness going on. Mr. Jokes, what's going on? I know you catching this.
Yeah, man, it is. I notice I'm stuttering. I'm like, so how old are these people? Because I'm old as fart, and I'm not into this metrosexual. I may catch the metro bus, go hang out at the Metroplex, but this now that was really that dude saying, send me the pictures. Listen, man, I don't want to look at nobody's private parts. I got one. I clean it, wash it. I do it. I know what I mean. I don't want to look at nobody else's shit. I look at mine. As long as it's clean and I'm healthy, I'm good. But is this what you're telling me going on in the new world? Because, if I win the lottery, I'm escaping like a ghost. This shit is not for me.
Ain't it weird?
This is crazy.
It's some bizarro Twilight Zone shit, ain't it?
Yeah, I mean, I heard when the dude say, why would I even ask a lady, send me the dick pictures? Like, no, I don't want to. You want to see? No, I don't want to see nobody else's shit. Why would I want to even do that? No.
And here's the thing. At that point, I guess that he was beefing with the guy that, that was the owner of the member that was in the picture. He was beefing with the guy. I don't care how much I hate you. I'm never, ever going to beg anybody for your dick pic. That's some weird. That's some next level hate shit right there. That's some weird shit.
Isn't this a weird time to be living when shit like that happens? And you have where I live at, there's actually a mayor, and he's on that side. He has an alternate lifestyle. I kind of don't want to listen to what they say anyway. If that's what you do, that's what you do. But this mayor here with the alternative lifestyle, he tries to tell people you have to put on a mask. Now wait a minute. I have issues because, see, you take something up the bum. That's what you do. I don't hate you. But now you're trying to affect me and tell me to put on the mask and stop breathing. That's parallel to what this dude say, send me the pictures. He could at least text it, but you put this on the World Wide Web and say it's an urgency. Like, why?
But he said all speeds possible, as quick as you can.
That's now. Why would you take a look at another man's private part? Please help me to understand that.
It's weird. Now, and even
I
more.
can tell you why.
See, there you go.
Wait, I want to hear it. I just want to hear it for the hell of it. Why?
Well, we call them meat checks. Proceed.
Okay. Really? This is not funny. You know what? Kick out. So when you say meat checks, you mean honestly checking some? Oh my God! Really?
I mean, it's some women that do meat checks. Yeah, they want to know what they're getting into before they get into it.
Oh God, there's too much information.
I personally am not one. I like surprises. I love Christmas when I was a kid, so it surprised me. Jump down the chimney. But yeah, some people don't want to be surprised. They don't like surprises. Not everybody likes surprises. It's preference.
My God, this is too much information.
He don't like surprises.
Now let me say this. At one point, because my sister was a lesbian, Now she died a long time, well, a couple of years ago. So that's what that is. And one of my friends that I've known, I knew this woman when she was straight, but then we used to work together at Walmart distribution. She changed and then she's turned into a lesbian. So this is one of my best friends. She used to live with me back when I was in my old apartment. She asked me, she says, "Hey, Shy, would you be the best man at my wedding?" I love this woman. That is one of my best friends in the entire world. I said, "Of course I will." I didn't even hesitate. Said, "Yeah, of course." Went to they purchased my suit. I went to the wedding, and it's like beautiful women all over the place, right? And then some of them were gay and some of them were straight. But either way it goes, they went on the internet and found pictures of this wedding, and they decided, oh, he's gay because he was at a lesbian wedding. Little does he know that I proposed to my wife at that wedding. Wow. Now, if he looks hard enough, he might be able to find the video. I don't give him no clues, but I mean, you can look for it. I was looking fly as hell in a damn suit with the diamonds in my earrings and everything matching from head to toe. But anyway, that's beside the point. It's just funny as hell that you would go looking to find something. Oh, he's the best man at a lesbian wedding.
So how does that make you gay, though?
Exactly. That's the point I was trying to make.
Because in anything, you know how to make all their panties drop to their ankles. What the hell?
I was the MC. They had me on the mic the whole night. Like everybody. I had the whole crowd laughing. The whole building was filled up. Had the whole crowd laughing, and right in front of all of them, I proposed to my wife.
Wow. And I bet you, and I don't mean to throw you under the bus, and I don't want your wife to get upset.
No, it's all good.
I know some guys, and they hang out with some lesbians, and guess what? They get more numbers than enough, and they tell me the first time, like, seriously, dude? He said, dude, just because they this way, they always go back to the way they were born. They can't change that.
You know what? At the end of the day, they still a woman.
Yes. But to get back on this dude about these pictures, that's kind of sick. That's real sick. And see, I'm so old to where that I still remember when I was a junior and this guy came from another school and he was sort of that way. We were so scared because we had never seen this in my lifetime, like a gay guy. We was like, is this shit contagious? Like, is this shit gonna rub off? It's like, it was weird.
But
and now,
once you wrap your brain around it and you understand that it is what it is, they're gonna live their life. And there's nothing that really changes in yours. Now, provided if one of them tries to get at you, you could check them real quick, like, yo, I'm not like that, and keep him moving. But other than that, it is what it is.
It is, and because it ain't my job to judge. Who am I to
Very
tell
situational around, but I keep saying it's projection that they have.
Hey, Donnie,
unsure and uncomfortable about his sexuality.
White woman's baby.
Yeah, this is my little boy who's crawling, climbing, and running all over the house, having a fit.
Now, now, according to your stalker, Jared, you're supposed to be in Philly at the place where the white woman lives at, but you're in like how many miles away from that place? Did you kidnap the baby?
2,200 miles. Took off and ran. Basically ran to the ring.
So you took that woman's baby, right? That ain't your baby. You took
Amber alerts. Amber alerts and
Chinoa, make sure you put out an Amber Alert on the next stack of flyers you put out for that man.
Wow. So why does this dude have a thing? Why does this dude have a thing for you guys? What's going on? Is he that young or immature? Something going on with him?
He's sexually interested in them. I have already said.
He's actually older than Donnie. He's younger than me, but he's older than Donnie. And the guy Mike is older than me.
And these East Coast guys?
Detroit and Detroit and Jersey.
The other one's from Detroit.
Well, you also got to.
And I want to say this really quickly. This is a disclaimer. I am from Detroit. They do not represent all of Detroit, just the weird fraction that no one wants to claim.
Are you sure? Are you sure? Because he's a Detroit gangster.
He's a Detroit wankster.
He said he was calling Big. What did he say? Big Bear, Muscly Bear. He was like, yeah, we was 14. And he beat up Red Bear. What was the dude's name? Something Bear.
Familiar now.
Wait a minute. Ain't Big Meech from is a Big Meech from Detroit?
I don't know.
Well, from River Rouge, which is it's like a little suburb right outside of the city.
Well, see, Detroit Detroit's not like it used to be. Detroit used to be with the factories, the roughness, the toughness, and also remember this, before, when all of this shit went down with New York, a lot of that dope game stuff started right there in Detroit, and it ripped Detroit apart. So once all the factories left, there's a whole new genre that came through Detroit, and it sounds like it's metrosexual, which that shit is taking the world.
Oh no, the guy's like 44, man. I think he missed the whole metrosexual stuff. I think he just on some weird homoerotic shit. Because like, how can you hate somebody so much? You hate them, but then you pop up on a post right after you got through threatening the man's life and talking crazy. Hey, I could teach you how to play Halo, man. If you want to play Halo, we can play Halo together. If you want
He's angry with you, but at the same time, he went to Kinko's and got a big life-size cutout of you, and then cut the hole out.
No.
Okay, no. Donnie Wayne.
Y'all got me on that. Y'all got me on that. But I'm like, wait a minute.
Like, I hope you didn't do that.
So delayed. That was so
Man.
delayed. That was good.
He's screaming at you, but screaming at you out of joy.
Oh, no. First, I thought it was real. I'm like, wait a minute. I mean, wait, y'all got me on
He
this.
put some Vaseline around the edges.
Bruh, you know what? Man, you know what, Donnie? I should have known this. I should have known this. So why? You know, I'm a play the audio and
It puts the lotion on.
Yeah.
It's making so much sense.
Listen, before you put it on.
Oh God, it all makes sense now. When y'all
That's why he want to play Halo with you. He want to see you die in the game. You ain't screaming, dog. You should be screaming. When they shoot you, you need to scream, dog.
He wants it.
Mike, what you doing, Mike? Are you hearing the background? It's
bruh.
Oh God,
Okay,
y'all wrong for
this is something he put on YouTube, or he said some crazy shit, but it all makes sense now why he said this. Listen.
Inspector, take this, bitch.
What?
You're the first one.
Take
I want you to
Yeah, take that.
Listen.
Wait.
Just listen. Just listen.
Inspector, take this, bitch. You're the first motherfucker I want to come. I want you to come see me. Come see me. Come on, boy.
I need a hunter.
I don't even want to do it on Destiny no more. I want to kill for real life.
What?
Come on.
Did you say Destiny?
I want to kill for real.
Yeah, the video game.
Yeah.
I know. I play Destiny. That's why I know. That's why I heard that name. Yeah. But I want to say you ain't shit for having this topic without letting me call me. Fuck you, Johnny. That's why I need to say, no, motherfucker, you ain't shit for not calling me and letting me know you talking about this shit. You ain't shit, dog.
Well, you ain't shit for watching side.
I know that. I know I ain't shit, but you ain't shit for running this show.
Okay. It gets worse. Here's another audio clip of this dude, and he literally says all right, I'm just gonna play it. Just do what you will with it. I know y'all gonna sound. Listen.
Hey, Hard Shot. I know you hear Boss Neff. I know you hear your motherfucking main supervisor, bitch. Look, nigga, what the fuck you need to do is unblock me on Xbox Live, bitch. September 6th. Unblock.
Oh my gosh, this motherfucker! Wait, what is he waiting for?
Wow!
Waiting for the damn pyramids to land and shit.
Just listen.
I know.
It gets worse. It gets worse.
Keep me blocked because you don't want this app and you don't want this reputation in your favorite game. Not my Boss Neff. You won't be able to live it down.
Listen,
you have to come to fucking Detroit to fucking kill me personally.
What?
Just listen. Listen.
I'm a motherfucker. I dick in your ghost every time you fucking get wrecked by me. And I'm gonna ass rape your ghost.
What?
What? Oh my god. A ghost is a little thing that appears if you don't play Destiny. A ghost is a thing that appears when you die.
Yeah, we sure can. All right, here we go. Here we go. This dude said, I'm gonna stick my dick in your ghost.
I thought that's what I heard.
Every time you I'm a motherfucker. I dick in your ghost every time you fucking get wrecked by me. And I'm gonna ass rape your ghost.
Hey, I know you ain't trying to ass rape my ghost. What? You hear him trying to ass? Hey, huh? Do you hear him he talking that shit?
No.
Right?
Now,
motherfucker, this motherfucker talking that shit right here. Do you hear this motherfucker trying to ask very good?
Now, Judge.
Oh, yeah, I know. All
Judge.
Right, cool.
What gender is Ghost?
It's
Judge, what gender is a ghost?
Not a gender. It's an inanimate object.
Ghost.
Is it not a male voice though?
Yeah, a ghost.
Ghost is a voice. Yeah, definitely.
This man said he's gonna ass rape my ghost every time and he said ass rectification. And earlier he said ass rectification.
So every time I hear this man talk about Shy, I think of that season of Ozarks where the dude went in there and said, "I ain't no faggot, I ain't no homosexual," and they ended up having sex.
That was sick in there. Damn, Don.
I remember that. I remember that.
Feel the light.
I ain't no homosexual. No,
okay.
He pushed him down, and they just started to go at it.
Oh,
all right.
Come on, dog.
So, Mike, as you listen to this video, which I know you're probably getting hard while you listen to my voice, I just need to let you know this. I just need to let you know this. I am not interested because I'm a heterosexual male. I understand that you may have some unrequited love for me, and I need you to let that go and understand that there will nothing. We won't play video games. You're not gonna.
Nothing will be entering his butt today, buddy.
Yeah, it's an exit only.
Move
exit
on,
only.
sir.
Now, whatever you do with your life, if that's what you choose to do, do your thing, man. More power to you, man. Just I guess do what you do.
You
and
won't be exploring this ass, but
yeah, it ain't coming nowhere near here.
Yo, man, she having too much fun with this, y'all.
I know she is.
Having too much fun with this.
Can I ask a question?
I keep seeing her throwing a little punch in there.
The signs were there because Donnie been fucking with me for a long time. He been telling me, I think this dude wants to get you, and I didn't want to believe it until I went back and looked at all the screenshots, the evidence, and the audio. And that's pretty much what's been going on the entire time. This dude's been basically letting me know that he wanted to get with me this entire time. And then that's why he's so obsessed, because he can't let it go. Look, you already know that I'm not the one that got you fired. You got yourself fired. But if I'm the one that got you fired, why would you keep wanting to get my attention? Right? You already learned what happened when you do shit like that.
He want to punish you.
He wants to feel your life. Your life.
Donnie
want to punish you.
Donnie told you to leave him alone. Donnie told him to leave you alone. You wouldn't leave him alone, and then he went ahead and did what he had to do, and your ass got fired. You had to sit your stupid ass down for a minute, right?
Nigga knows I did it. He bypasses me to go right to Shy.
He knows.
Oh, wait a minute. You the one that got him fired, Donnie?
Oh yeah. I tell him all the time, and he bypasses that. He goes right to Shy.
He don't care. He go right to me.
Booty. He already got the cardboard cutout. It'd be too much to go get one of me. So I heard he laminated it.
I heard your name, Chris.
He got a fat head on the wall and shit.
I heard your name, Chris Hansen. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. I like you and I want you. I remember that Boondocks episode.
I want you.
There is a real man that was in the Kentucky prison. That's where they got that
that's
from.
where they got that
from Locked Up. That episode.
Yeah.
I seen it when it first.
The Booty Warrior.
The Booty Warrior.
Yeah,
I'm telling you that man.
So look here, Booty Warrior, C. Lawson. Stop that shit, man. Stop. The session is real creepy right now.
It is.
Look, why don't you just give the nigga some silver dust and call it a day, man?
Some silver dust?
Some bright dust, silver dust. Look, man, leave me alone. I'll send you some bright dust. Send a damn nigga a damn gift card for some bright dust, man. Like, look, man, tell the nigga to focus on becoming a legend and leave you alone.
Now the funny thing is, we was like, okay, we can settle this playing video games, because when the Xbox first came out, we played Killer Instinct. It was a free game, and I ain't gonna lie, I got my ass whooped because I don't play fighting games. So I'm like, yeah, cool, whatever. This guy took it, screen recorded the whole thing, and started, I beat Shy. I beat him. I'm like, okay, yeah, cool. I'm like, so how about we play Destiny? We play 1v1, play against each other, and we'll do it that way. I beat him. Was supposed to be first.
What light level are you?
1080.
1080. Oh shoot! Take my screen name down. I need to get back into it because I want to get back into it.
I'm like, you playing on PC?
I'm
You
on
better
Xbox.
watch it. Mama said, watch your ass.
You gonna be in a party chat and that nigga's gonna pop up on you. Hey
Judge
man,
trying
hey
to
Judge,
catch
what's
you.
going on?
Yeah, I'm
I'm
about to say,
trusting
man,
you trying to catch
send
me.
send me that shit offline because I don't want them stalking you too, bro.
Y'all go.
But yeah, so I beat him. We played 1v1. I beat him on that, and I thought that was the end of it. But he still kept on fucking with me. Still kept stalking. So at this point, we're going back and forth from either you hate me or you want to be my friend. What is it that you're trying to do? So I was like, all right, I'm cool with anybody who's gonna be cool with me. I'm not gonna hold a grudge if you just leave me the fuck alone, right? So I thought things was over with. In the meantime, in between time, he's still stalking and looking for everything that I do. Mike, leave me the fuck alone.
That's weird.
Leave me alone, bro. Stop
Yeah,
stalking me. Stop sending screenshots to Chinoa just so he can attack me for you. Like, this shit's weird, man. Stop. You look real. What's the word I'm looking for?
Suspect. The word is suspect.
You looking real
Thirsty.
suspect.
You looking real thirsty, my guy. You looking real
No,
thirsty
it's
out
suspect because it's suspect. It's like,
No, he
dude, you looking
thirsty.
suspect.
He looking
He
a
don't got
little
a father
thirsty.
figure, man. He look at Chinoa like he's his daddy or something.
Wait, listen to her though. She say you look at
That
thirsty.
man is his
Thirsty is
daddy.
with women and men. It's not man
It's
on
really
man or
that man
woman on
daddy.
women. It's with women you looking kind of thirsty. It's that
Yo,
with.
even you know what? How about this? I'm gonna tell y'all some more shit.
Oh
So-
God.
Man,
Oh God.
Oh,
okay,
it's
so
definitely thirst. See, because
I'm gonna tell you
thirst
some more
makes
shit.
you do certain things. Strange makes you act certain ways, but
This
thirst
is
makes you
strange.
move certain ways, right? Thirsty
Is
motherfuckers
it thirsty
is coming
strange?
to
Strange
take a
thirst?
sip.
Donnie, back in the day,
He wants
everybody
to
knows
sip.
that. Everybody knows that my mom passed away like back in 2004, right? 2003.
Okay.
Yeah.
So during this whole stalking situation, this dude found my dead sister. He found the gravestone that my sister posted, and he was posting. Listen, he was posting the screenshot or posting the picture of my mom's gravestone, had it as his profile picture and everything. Cool, whatever. And I'm like this. I was a Marine. I've seen people die in front of me. People die every day. So I've gotten over it, and I'm fine with death. That happened because I got her memories to remember. Right. Fine. Okay, so just recently, this man's mom passed away. Now, given the history of that man trying to troll me with my mom's death, I could have been petty, correct?
You could have.
Could have, but instead of doing that, somebody made a post, and I was like, "Hey, I wish this guy peace because I know what it feels like to have your mom pass away." Wasn't even trolling, being sincere, and I was like, "I wish this man peace," because I'm not gonna throw that in his face and be like, "Hey, your mama died," or whatever. Now, I know that she was like in a mental institution and she had dementia or something like that. I know all that, so
Right.
this might be hereditary, and this might be why he's on some weird shit. I don't know what it is.
She had syphilis, and the syphilis ended up getting to her brain.
You serious?
Really?
Yeah, she had that old 1920s depression.
Wow, I ain't know that. So okay, I ain't know that.
No, I'm just being a dickhead.
Shit, man. Damn, bro, I started feeling bad. But yeah. So anyway, so instead of me being petty, I wish the guy peace. I was like, I wish you peace because I know he's going through it, whatever. Because his dad, I don't think his dad was really around, and his mom pretty much raised him. So she was in a mental institution or a home, and I think the guy might have been taking care of her that way. So I understand what it is, and I know it hurt him because he really didn't have his dad around. So me and Donnie, we go on another show, and it turns out that he was mad. He said, "You don't talk about my mom." And so keeping with the same line of logic, I'm still like, yo, I still wish you peace. You could take it as me being sincere, me and trolling, but I'm being sincere. And he still kept spazzing, still kept yelling. I think what it is even though I should have fired back and hit him where it hurts and hit him with this, what I could have posted a picture and everything. Instead, I was like, yo, I hope you're okay. I hope you heal. Even matter of fact, I hit him in his inbox a while back when the protests first started kicking off. Hit him in his inbox and I said, yo, we need to get past this because there's too much going on in the world as black people, and we need to let this shit go. He never responded. So when we got on the show and all the screaming happened, I'm like, you know what? I've done everything that I can do. Fuck it. I'm done. I'm leaving this shit alone. Whatever. If he wants to keep on being a little bitch about it, fine. Whatever. Stay mad over there in Detroit.
In the comment section, dropping zombie emojis, telling him his mama's dead. She worm food.
You doing that?
Still screaming at shot. Huh?
Wait, you did that?
Oh yeah, nigga, I was dropping zombie. He was like, emojis don't hurt, and then go back to screaming at you.
Okay, so what is Mike? Get on the show, man. Call. You ain't got to go to work right now. Shit, call.
Chihuahua's on here.
You know, call too, bro. You call too. What the fuck y'all mad about?
He's not, because his pride is at stake. And,
his pride is at stake.
You got to think, the motherfucker pissed on his wife's grave, and he didn't do nothing but drop off some flyers.
Drop some flyers off. You know he gonna do like 15 more shows about you, me, Dwayne, and everybody else, all because of this right here.
I mean, that's fine, but what do them shows do ultimately?
He thinks I'm Uchia Montez and J. Cole. Man, me and J. Cole have argued. So you mean tell me I'm arguing with myself on Facebook? I know who Uchia Montez is. He ain't me. You dumbasses.
Hold on, since I got y'all, I got to ask you a question. If a man pees on your wife's grave, do you think an adequate response is a year later, and this is almost 365 days later, to drop off flyers? Do you think that's an adequate response?
I'm gonna tell you exactly what I would do if you went and pissed on my pissed on my wife's grave. I'm coming to see you, especially if I'm not working. I don't got no job. I ain't doing nothing but being on Facebook stalking people all day. I'm coming to see you. We gonna see each other.
Where I'm from,
period.
That's killing shit, man.
I gotta come see you.
That's some retaliation stuff. So Donnie, you didn't do this. I don't even want you saying this on the ad. Don't even tell me you did this or not.
Well, you know, I got a warrant for it. So you know, the New Jersey court wants me for a misdemeanor.
No, Donnie, why did you go that far? He pushed you that far?
Well, you know what? At the end of the day, he can't really do nothing about it. He chose to not do nothing about it.
Did he not post his son and say your baby was a rape baby?
Oh shit, y'all going too far. But listen. From what you just said, you just exposed something because you said his father wasn't in his life. Let me tell you something. And the young lady can tell you one thing about what some women would do. Some women will hold their child hostage. And one thing about a child needs balance. Even if the father ain't around, the father has to have an input so that child can be balanced. Even my grandmother said it. You know, I can't raise you as a man. I got to ship you off to your father. That's exactly what my grandmother did, and I'm glad she did.
Now listen to how deep this shit is.
Oh boy!
So for Mike, no, just the background. So
look at him in the comments. He hurt.
So for Mike, in the comments, he in the comments. So for Mike, his mother was a side piece to Mike's actual. Mike's dad was going with one woman first. He had a child with that woman, and then he turned around and slept with that woman's sister and had Mike.
This is deep. His
daddy kept the loving in the family.
He kept the dick in the family, at least. I mean, I'm saying.
Let's look at this. That's real. That's some real dramatized shit, and he wasn't able to get up. And if he's there, he better learn to get over that shit because if he's 44, time running out on him acting like this. He just need to get it together and move the fuck on. It's easy to do.
Because like that man was literally creeping in the next room. He was,
Dude, you know what? Y'all are the goon squad. There's no sympathy within you guys, man. Like
provided I am adopted. My parents put me up for adoption, but my parents that I had were
but your
amazing.
daddy ain't your uncle.
Amazing.
That part.
You and your chief.
Bro, cousin, bro.
I talk to my dad almost every day. That's one of my best friends. So I had great parents. They always try to bring that up and be like, "Oh, you was adopted." Sure was. Proud of it. But your dad was your uncle or something. I don't know how. What do you call that?
His dad at the same time as his uncle, right?
Is that
so depending on how it worked out, his pops is also fucking and married to his auntie. So that's his uncle. That makes him Uncle Daddy.
And I'm gonna defend him as Perry Mason because Perry Mason has never lost. Y'all couldn't put on his shoes what he's going through. Y'all couldn't go through that shit, or could you? Trust me, everybody's got some shit. Because even
no, and see that's the thing. I know for sure that that's not something that I would be okay with. Now the thing is about children is when you're a child, you don't know the difference. When you're a child, you only know what you feel, and your parents are supposed to protect you from other things outside influence. So as a child, I grew up, and I talked about this before, I grew up in what's considered a broken home. My mother was married prior. She has a new husband, new kids from the previous marriage. Boom. I grew up thinking that all kids had 3 sets of grandparents. I thought that was normal.
Really?
That's all you
I
know. You
thought
see it.
everybody grew up like that. I was like, I got 3 grandmas. You ain't got 3. Something wrong with you.
And that's your
Right?
that's your child logic. So that's what you comprehend
Right.
as
Yeah.
that's what
So
normal is.
if I really don't think that it's just the fact that his dad is also his uncle. His
There was
dad
favoritism.
might also be his great uncle.
There was
Check that
favoritism
out.
because I think his brother was
that's
his brother was lighter complected or lighter complexion or whatever you call it. So there was favoritism. It seemed like his
'Cause this
brother
is weird.
was shown
This
because
is
he has
chemical.
he has no listen. He has a deep disdain for light skinned men.
What?
Oh,
Deep
Okay.
disdain.
man, if
You
don't
all
get
saw
the
the
fuck
video.
out of here.
You saw the video. You saw the video, right? You saw the video where he was ranting inside the car and he was like, he's gonna kill any light-skinned man you with. He said, women are just giving all they ass up to light-skinned men and white dudes. He's got a hatred for white, and he got
Hold on.
hatred for light-skinned dudes.
I hate to interrupt you, but this is hilarious. So you got to look at this dude.
Any ass if he starts because
You're talking about how is one?
Look at the
wait a minute,
dude's
how
comments.
is it one can admit to
Yes.
YouTube that he committed the crime of pissing on my wife's grave, and I have a copy of the confession. We don't give a fuck what you got a copy of. Okay, it ain't gonna do nothing.
Side note and quick fun fact: that logo right there, Boss, without the RT in there, Boss is actually a logo for a bike company from overseas. Continue.
Not play. They don't play.
He couldn't even be original. He made a whole logo out of a bike company logo.
But wait, but this is the killer. This man has it in his mind that I'm supposed to go to court and say, hey, you know what, Your Honor? I know you won't extradite me. I know you won't come and get me, but I'm here willingly so that I can face these charges because my stalker wants me to do it. I am here. Tell them niggas come pick me up.
All I can say is, okay,
Go
I
ahead.
was just gonna say, thank God you did that there. In the South, even though it's backwards as hell, bruh, you could not have gotten away with that unless the whole family coming at your ass. It's like, oh, that's war.
You gotta
that's like
can't do nothing with it.
war.
Here's a question, Donnie. On the video, does it actually show any urine coming out of your body?
Nope.
No, actually, what ends up happening is the video cuts, and you just hear sounds of nature.
So you fake the funk. So you fake the funk then. You just you played with that dude's mind, dog. Oh, you just playing ass. You need to be playing 5G.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about. I just know before I got to the cemetery, I had a big
Donnie,
book.
I just saw it. It was your
Route
back,
44.
and then you cut it off, and you turn around and pour it water. You are so wrong for playing with minds with that dude. You played minds with
I don't know anything about anything. All I know is I had a lot of Mountain Dew on the ride over.
Imagine Donnie being in court, and then they show the video. Here comes Chenoa. I got the evidence right here on the video, and the judge is like, "So
where's the evidence? Where's the evidence that he pulled the marker? Where's the evidence that he desecrated anything?
Is his penis on the video?
You went on YouTube and confessed.
Is there pee coming out of his body?
You know what I'm saying? But I'll tell you, the judge. You know who the judge gonna be mad at? He gonna look at Donnie. He gonna look at Donnie. He said, "You played a mind trick. Your ass is on probation for playing mind trick. You're on probation for that smart move." He might laugh too. He like, "I don't like it. I'm laughing, but I don't like what you did. I don't like it."
Yo,
It's
and you know what?
misdemeanor.
You know what?
It's a
You know
misdemeanor.
what?
That
You know
nigga's gonna
what?
give me a harsh fine, $50.
Yo, Donnie, do you remember me and your conversation? It may have been the day before that day, and I said, I'm going on record and telling you, don't do that. And you're like, hey man, I'm gonna holler at you later. I'm like, oh hey man,
Y'all wrong.
I tried to call him back, and Donnie was like, he was already in the wind. I'm like, well, shoot, he gonna do what he gonna do. But yeah, so on the video, if you ever get a chance to see the video, you don't see anything actually coming out of his body at all. And so Chenoa gets ran up the wall and goes all the way to the moon with how pissed off he is. Now he's supposed to be a killer now, but instead he ran straight to the court and pressed charges and all this other shit.
Oh man,
mixed with John Wick, Optimus Prime, You're supposed to be all these badass things, and you ran to the police. But now you say,
and let me just be very petty.
Don't, Donnie, don't do it.
No, let me just be very petty. I just want to point out a year later is when I left. I just want everybody to know, for visual representation, that when I went there the first time around, the grave didn't have no grave marker. It was an unmarked grave. A year later, still no headstone.
A year later, still no headstone. Mm-hmm. So this man is buying new laptops and new equipment for the stalking, but he ain't bought a headstone for his wife yet.
Ooh, okay.
See, your fucking priorities are so jacked up.
Ooh, yep.
Your priorities are all messed up in life, bro. Like, kill yourself for real.
Don't do that, because
do you understand the type of obsessive compulsive behavior that it takes for somebody to literally bypass their own wife? You say that you're so pissed off because somebody, quote unquote, pissed on your wife's grave, and you're so mad, and you're making video after video. Oh, these guys are doing so many bad things to me. Instead of spending money on your wife's grave to honor that plate that you said was venerated and desecrated, you don't do that. You go print out some Kinko's flyers and buy a new laptop, and then you bypass the grave to get to somebody else's state to go pass out flyers to somebody else. Your priorities is messed up. That's why you need a daddy in your life.
And then let's not also forget, you've had a whole year to deal with Donnie. Drive your ass up there to Philly and go deal with this man. When this man called me one day, asking me, did I give Donnie his phone number? And I'm like, nigga, you had a chance to sit up there and deal with Donnie right then and there. Why the fuck are you calling me, asking me did I give him your number? What is wrong with you?
He had a chance. He had a chance to shoot the fade with the man plenty of times.
Plenty of
times. You could have shot the fade with that man and been be men. Either somebody loses, somebody wins. You walk your separate ways and keep it moving. But instead, you want to stalk this man.
That's old school.
Everybody else. The extent of your power. The extent of your power is 911 calls, false charges, and Google.
Wow.
That's it. You can't do nothing to me. You will not do nothing to me. You can't do nothing to Donnie. You can't do nothing to him. You're not going to do nothing to Dwayne. The only thing you're going to do is get on YouTube, rant, rave, and then be pissed off in the middle of the night. The whole time you was doing all them videos, the year when your wife was still alive, she was in bed alone, bro. She was in bed by herself. The time that you could have spent with her, you was on YouTube with Mike pillow talking with him about how much you hate us. Your wife was dying.
Yeah.
Damn.
She was dying. And you sat there and let her waste away until she passed away. And the only thing you could think of is still fucking with people. You lost your wife. She passed away. The only thing that you're concerned with is not whether or not she has a headstone. It's whether or not you can sit there and try to stalk this man, try to get people fired, or try to chase after people online, background check after background check, trying to see what they're doing with their family. Meanwhile, you're losing your family. You lost your wife. You need to think about that shit, man. You are a scum piece of shit. Something is wrong.
Is he still in the comments?
So the video I originally put out.
He's still in the comments.
Listen to my words. Since you hate me so much and you want to talk bad about me all this time, guess what? My wife's still downstairs, man. I kiss her every day.
And you still cock watching.
Ain't no way I'm gonna give you guys the time of day when I got her by my side. Yours is in the ground right now. Also, you wonder why you got hit with the van back in the day? She hit you with the van. You know why? Because you was beating on her.
What?
You was beating on your wife. You was abusing your
Tell the
wife.
story. Tell the story.
He was abusing that ugly ass bitch, and then had the nerve to accuse her of cheating because he said himself.
Hey, chill. I'm not even gonna talk about her. I'm not gonna talk about her because she was just caught up in the world that he was creating. Because as a man, you're supposed to be the head of the household, right? You're supposed to take care of your business. Your wife was the one that was going out and then doing work. She was actually working long hours to make sure money was coming in. She put herself on the program because she had HIV, and she had put herself on a program to make sure that you guys had a household. You and the kids. You didn't do shit but odd work. All you had to do was paint houses, drive Uber or something. But you wasn't being the man of the house. You wasn't being a man of the house. You wasn't leading your household. Your wife was the one that was wearing the pants while she was sick.
Yeah. You spent your time on YouTube telling people how you had to get DNA tests on all 3 of your kids.
Dude, oh no. Hey man, if you listen, dude, if you listen, you really need a vacation with your own self, bro. Seriously, dude. If you going through this kind of shit, man, and it's like, and they being real with you. And I hope you listen, dude. You gotta.
Oh shit.
What happened?
I have no idea.
Yep. No, they back. Everybody back. Everybody back.
I want you to record everything that I'm telling you. Play it back. Get some headphones. Play it in your car or whatever, because I'm telling you shit that you need to hear. Your wife is gone. Find something else to pour yourself into.
Recording
Your bitch is gone. Go find you something else to do.
Find something else to do, man. Be a parent. Be a parent. You think I'm calling CPS? I ain't calling CPS on you. I should, since you done threatened my life plenty of times, but I haven't.
I ain't called either, but yeah, he keeps putting my name in the shit.
He think he's doing it too, right? Yeah, it's weird. The obsession, Chenoa Jarrett, is weird. I understand that your father left you and your siblings and went back to Jamaica to try to be a singing star. He didn't leave because he got deported. That man left y'all.
Yo, the way y'all be telling his life story, this shit is fucking crazy.
That man left y'all. So it make it worse because
they know him, but they know that means they had to know him on a level where they communicate.
Wait. So the reason we know all of this is because the nigga telling himself. The nigga thought he was gonna get on YouTube and have a little mini diary and tell his story. So he on YouTube crying with the sad music in the background, talking about some, it wasn't good to be hit by a car. What? Nigga, what? We start putting 2 and 2 together, nigga. You got hit by a car. It didn't feel good.
Wait. I have a question. Wait. I want to quiet. I have a question. Did you say he had sad music on behind his
yes, nigga.
I'm done. I'm done.
To make it worse, he had it all in black and white too.
I'm done.
Yeah, the nigga had it in black and white. Who are you, my nigga?
Melancholy music with the black and white. He was telling his life story about how his dad was deported and he thinks that his dad was poisoned. He said he had evidence to support his hypothesis and theory. Okay, so my G, how come you have not put this much energy toward the killers of your father? You putting all this energy toward the people who are on Facebook who supposedly wronged you so bad, but your dad been dead for years. You say he was poisoned. How come you ain't went to go stalk them? Huh? Because you ain't no killer.
Was he poisoned with?
Yeah. So I used to get on that nigga.
So, y'all got some spins on
the we don't know.
Oh.
But I used to get on that nigga.
You're
stalking and harassing me. But apparently somebody killed your daddy. You knew about it and you let them ride, nigga. You just let them ride. So that nigga's at Starbucks right now, kicking and drinking him a cappuccino, and you mad about the internet, nigga.
He don't know what to do about that poison. See, this is why I want to know what kind of poison it was, because you don't really have a defense. You don't know what the antidote is if you don't know what the poison is. So if you don't know what they use, then what were you gonna do?
This dude got problems. He be smoking some lace weed or something and be coming up with the craziest stuff. This man said I was married to some whole other woman. He said I was married to a whole nother woman just because he saw her tag me on a post for fucking Memorial Day.
Oh God!
You married? You got 2 wives.
Check her out.
Apparently, I got 2 wives, man.
Donnie stole that baby.
Donnie stole the baby. Raised in Arizona.
I stole the whole baby.
Donnie, I'm gonna start calling you raised in Arizona.
Exactly.
This is
the baby. So yeah, so the guy,
what are we doing?
He's coming up with some weird scenarios. My friend, she tagged me in a post. She owns a restaurant. And because I helped her with that restaurant, I backed her financially with some money. My name was also on the financial paperwork.
Okay.
So he went back and found that and figured that I had to be married to her because I helped her. Now, I've been knowing this woman for a long time. She hit me up. She said, Shy, I'm thinking about opening up a restaurant because I know she can cook. I'm thinking about opening up a restaurant. Can you help me out? Because I got this much, but I need this much amount of money to do it. Me, if I believe in you, I'm gonna help you out. So I helped her pay the difference of what she needed for to open a restaurant. She ended up opening a restaurant and it was doing great, right? He went and did a background check on her, or me and her, or whatever, and found our names together on the financial paperwork or the documents and figured that must be my wife.
So you do know that he went, if he did that, that meant he went the extra mile to find some type of information like that.
Exactly.
What? That's women shit.
Yeah. So
again,
sourcing back. Sourcing back to his videos he used to do online.
I got it right.
The nigga fancies himself an internet detective. Listen to the nigga. He at one point he did a video and we was watching this video. I was cracking the fuck up because I couldn't believe this shit. The nigga was outside of a custody court doing a video talking about he was the equalizer. Yeah, and if you need some help with your case, call me. I'm the equalizer.
Okay, y'all keep talking. I got a phone call.
This man is the equalizer.
What up, Daddy?
Oh,
hey, mute, man. You on the side hearing that?
He over there. He got. Hey, we can hear you talking to your sugar baby. He trying to pay her rent. All right.
Yo, I found a video where he was talking about his dad. Listen to music.
Some of us can't do that. So when this particular investigation got out of control, my father was caught up in the whirlwind of things with immigration. And yes, for his part that he played in, he never got his paperwork correct. I come to find out that he wasn't simply just deported. They attempted to deport him over 3 times.
Man, that man just left out, bro. That man just left out. He ain't get deported. I'm gonna get to the point where he talking about his dad was he said his dad was poison. No, now here's him. Hold on, he's talking about how his dad wasn't there.
My father trying to fix his life, trying to get his life together and do what he can do for his youngest child that he couldn't do for the rest of us. I guess it bothered her so much.
He had a broken family. Dude had problems.
He ain't the only one. Kid, let it roll up because he crying out.
Well, I'm trying to find a part where he was talking about his dad being poisoned.
I think I've done a good job.
Trying to find a part where he said his dad was poisoned.
And she laughed and she could see through that shit. That's pretty dramatic though, like his dad was poisoned.
You hear that weird ass music? Bro, you're not a producer. You suck.
Now imagine, this is in black and white. This nigga is watching this and he sound like he finna cry. And he got the sad music in the background. And you want somebody to take you serious, nigga? You telling people you John Wick mixed with Columbo? Nigga, what come on, man. Come on, man.
Well, Donnie, what he's saying is that's what's raised him because his mother put him in front of the TV, so that's what took care of him. John Wick, all of that stuff. He looked at it on TV. Honestly, people tell on themselves, and you can hear it. So that's what your mother did, set you down in front of a TV because your father wasn't there, and you can obviously tell, man, that's part of his life he missed. I would say the same thing. I miss being around my mom. Now that I see my other sister and her children, I like, shit, I dodged a fucking bullet. I'm glad my grandmother raised me. In fact, I got mad respect for her now. I may not tell her that, but it's like, thank you for not raising me, because I just look at my sister like, damn.
You end up coming out well-rounded, right?
Yeah.
Right, so, okay, now listen. Here you go.
Okay.
Past towards that. My father died back in March 2012. And I'll just simply state it. It's believed that he died from lung cancer, and the evidence prove otherwise. My father was poisoned. The reason
that nigga faked his death to get away from his bastard son.
It's kind of unclear to me. I mean, I have the facts and the evidence to to point at some people. I won't go into details over it, but I can say.
Wait a minute, sir. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me that you'll go into details about a screenshot somebody put on Facebook, but you won't go into details about how your dad died? Supposedly he was poisoned. You won't go after the people who killed your dad. You have the evidence to point to certain
deep
people.
memories there, fam.
I was kind of hoping you didn't go there because I said, "Oh shit, he finna go there. He finna go there."
It's some deep memories. I'm telling you, if anybody he should be getting the wrath, it should be the nigga that killed his daddy. Let's just be honest. Motherfucker to kill your daddy, that should be getting the wrath. Not a nigga you met on Facebook.
Some people on Facebook have pissed you off, so you decide you're gonna stalk them for 4 years. But somebody who killed your father,
4 years, y'all.
You let that shit rock. You ain't went after them. You ain't stalked them. And that video that I played,
he's wasted a lot of resources.
You wasting resources.
I would have been traveling the earth looking for all the rare herbs so I can make a special poison to get revenge.
Right. Well, you mean to tell me that you've made well over 30 videos that are each at least an hour to 3 hours long about people that you met on the internet that you don't like. But the people in the video I was just playing, the people that supposedly poisoned your father, you didn't want to go into details about that on the video. So you'll talk for 2 hours about people on the internet that pissed you off and pissed on your wife's grave, but you don't want to talk about the people who killed your dad. You don't want to go after them. You don't want to drop no flyers off for them. You don't want to visit them. You don't want to talk to them, press charges, nothing.
None of that. He really wants to make up with y'all. See, because as long as y'all continue to argue with him, there's a glimmer of hope that y'all will forgive him and make up with him.
Nobody argues with him. Nobody is even bothering. We could not.
But
say
what
something.
I'm telling you
He's
is,
still
as
gonna
much as
say
you
something.
acknowledge he's breathing, there is a
Barely.
chance.
He can barely breathe.
This is how thirsty men operate. Let me put you up
Wait,
on the game.
wait, what did you
Thirsty
say? Wait,
men,
so
you
no,
give them a glimmer of hope.
no.
They are going to continue to pursue.
Kick her ass off the show. Kick her ass off. She loving this, y'all. She is loving this. She is loving it. She over there sipping some wine. I'm gonna set all their ass.
I'm telling you the truth. I'll never lie
You
to
know what?
you.
At first, like the first year, it used to be annoying. I ain't gonna lie, I used to get pissed off. But now I'm like, you know what? Wait a minute. This dude really can't do nothing to me. He can't do nothing to Donnie. He can't do nothing to anybody he's really stalking, but get on YouTube and vent. He's just talking crazy. He's smoking his PCP laced weed and he's getting pissed off about it. He looked on Facebook to see if we've said anything about him. Nobody says nothing about him. And then he faithfully, Thursday and Sunday, I'm gonna give you a little shout out. Thursday and Sunday, he gets on the phone with his buddy, low-key boyfriend Mike, and then they talk about all the people they can't stand on Facebook. Now, if you can't stand somebody, are you going to put yourself in a position to where you're going to exchange any kind of energy with them, any kind of dialogue or anything? No. Obsessed people will, though. This is a definite insanity. When you're doing the same thing over and over and you get the same result. Chinoa, you're making video after video after video after video after post after post after post. Nothing changes. You do not have the power to change anything in my life, Donnie's life, Shay's life, Dwayne. The only thing that you have power to do is turn on your laptop and start bitching and complaining.
Yeah.
And
then
changing your
on top
own life. And changing your own life. And I
That's
promise
what I
you,
would
you
say.
change your own life.
That's what I would say.
You will not
change
care
your
about
own.
nobody else's.
Yep.
Yeah, if you're
You won't
truly
care.
happy, if you're truly happy in your life, you ain't got time to be worried about anybody else.
Exactly.
Hey, yo, I was chilling. You know, man, today's my wife's birthday. We chilling, we riding, we rolling, having a good time. I get a text message. I click on it, YouTube. What the fuck is this shit? These dudes talking about me. I'm like, I ain't even on Facebook right now. What the hell?
Wow.
So I show my wife and we laughing. We laughing about it.
It's in your algorithm, man. They got and Facebook guilty of that shit too.
But you know what?
That shit going,
Here's
man.
what we did, though. Here's what we did. Instead of me tripping about it, I had to stall her because we had a birthday cake waiting for her. So I had to stall her, and I'm bullshitting and I'm acting like I can't get everything out of the truck. So we get inside and we go inside and we're singing happy birthday. She sees the cake and all that. So I put my phone down. Boom. Put my phone down. You know what? Because I got priorities.
Right.
My family, the happiness of them means more to me than some internet stalkers who've been
There you go.
me for like the last 4 years. So then I took a little minute. I got on, I made a post.
The average person spends 26 years and 3 months in bed.
That's me, y'all.
That's you.
That's just me. That's the TV. Yeah, I had to cut it off.
Real quick. I made a post real quick, and I was like, yeah. So, Yuchel Montez, J. Cole, my stalkers think that I'm U2. Log back off and got back to my family. And that was that.
Damn it! It came on again. My bad.
You got a ghost in your house, man.
Yeah, I do.
Is that porno music? What is going
on? No,
it sounded a little pornish, didn't it?
Yeah.
So I want you to have some kind of priority. I want you to shift your energy towards the people who you think killed your father. I want you to shift your memory to making sure to make sure that your children are taken care of with the money that is coming from them, their Social Security, or whatever it is that you're siphoning from, whatever government agency, and use that money instead of buying equipment to stalk and harass people. Buy something for the kids. Make sure that the memory in their mind is good of their mother. Because she put her life on the line by putting herself out there, working all those different hours at whatever nursing home she was at to make sure that you had a place to stay and the kids had a place to stay. You really didn't do nothing. All you did was sit at home. You might have dropped them off at school or something like that.
So he has children.
Yeah, they got children. They got children together.
So that should be his main priority instead of like.
Imagine like the video that they was doing. I could hear kids in the background. I'm like, this dude really taking time to neglect his kids and talk crazy about some people on the internet that he pissed off. I ain't only talked to the guy. Last time I talked to this guy was a few weeks ago when he was screaming and yelling on Willie's show, saying he was gonna kill me.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? Matter of fact, I think that might have been the only time that I actually ever been on the same phone conversation with this guy. Because I already told him I ain't calling the show. That's stupid. I'm not doing that. Fuck you. But yeah, he figured I got on the show, figured I could talk like men, but instead he was yelling. Only thing he was missing, he wasn't clapping his hands. He wasn't clapping his hands like one of them hood rats. Wow. Yeah, this shit was weird, man. I mean, it was amusing. Don't get me wrong, man. I got great enjoyment. I listened to you scream and yell and saying how much you're gonna kill me. You're not gonna do nothing.
And how your motherfucking daddy raised you to know and your daddy ran out on you?
Well,
yeah, that man got deported allegedly. He left.
That part.
He's Jamaican.
How the fuck he raised you?
So he's Jamaican, as y'all say. So my man is part Jamaican then.
Nah, he ain't Jamaican. I think he was born in America. His dad was Jamaican.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So his roots run back to Jamaica. Yeah, he probably, like I say, man, when the dude didn't have a father figure, because I see it now when most men don't have a father figures, they have to deal with that woman emotion. Like one dude say, you have to beat the bitch out you every day. If you didn't have that father, you just don't have those images. And it's like that. That's why they got so many body boys now in the world. Because they didn't have a father's images.
I mean, the guy was literally inspecting somebody's penis.
Yeah, there's no more of that. There's too much for the mind. And plus, we don't need to give her ammunition because she over there laughing.
She ain't on it now.
She go, okay, yeah.
I'm gonna get her back for that, man.
She writing notes down so she can do her own show. Child, listen to this shit. Yeah.
Let me address something else. There was a faceless. Oh, she said she's here.
Okay.
She gonna put it in the chat and be fucking with us. So yeah, there was a faceless troll in the group, and they made up a post and said, "Y'all pray for Shy. He's got COVID."
This nigga believed it.
Dude believed it. I've never had COVID. Now, provided I did go get tested. This was a couple weeks ago, and they had me. Yeah, what it was is they at my job. What it is if you have any kind of symptoms or if you think that anything's going on with you, then they send you off to go get tested. And then in the meantime, while you're tested, now this was weeks ago. That post that was made talking about I had COVID was probably 2 months ago, I want to say. And the guy ran with it. But yeah, I got tested. They tested me for strep, for flu, and for COVID. All of them came back negative. But they have a mandatory, you get like a bunch of days off, and it's mandatory to make sure. So basically, they quarantine you until you get your
results back. Yeah.
Yeah. So my results came back. Everything came back negative. I went ahead and came on back to work, and then my supervisor came in. He was like, "Hey, we got some guidance from headquarters, and what it is we give you administrative leave while you're in that COVID limbo, and then you basically get your leave back. So all the leave that I burnt up being gone, they gave that back to me for administrative leave, and yeah, cool. So I ended up still getting paid and got to be at home with the wife. So yeah, cool. we can dispel that lie right there. I never
have you been dropping them zinc vitamins, man?
Oh man, I got multivitamins, all kind of stuff, and I got zinc as well. Yeah, I got zinc as well. Yeah, I'm 42 years old, man. So I got me and my wife. We get up, we run 1 to 2 miles every single day. Work out, and then I make sure I take my zinc, my multivitamins, and I stay in pretty good shape. So I wish somebody would come over and try to whoop me. It ain't happening. It ain't happening.
Cool. It sure ain't happening like over here.
It's
I was in the Marines for 8 years, and I taught martial arts for 4 years in the Marine Corps. Been in combat twice in 2 separate deployments. Man, this dude is talking about shooting, talking about killing me. Please don't do that to yourself.
Listen. I'm older. I missed it, and I'm glad I missed it. But the guys that were older than me, they was in Vietnam, and I heard those stories, and they was real shoot 'em up too, bro. So like I said again, let's look at his mom. And that situation y'all explained. So he had no father figure. So right there is a hurting situation because you have no guidance that you can go back in your mind and rely on. So the way y'all saying he acting, and you can almost see it in the chat room, this is the way women act. And it's like, wow, you can see it now that some men have women tendencies to act this way. And if he's listening, listen, dude, you shouldn't have never asked for the pictures from that chick. Send them expediently. That's kind of suspect. She said Thursday. I'm gonna say suspect. I'm just saying suspect.
At all speeds possible, as quick as you can. Now, I know they wish I was dead. I still got my bulletproof vest. My flak jacket has got 8 bullets in it because I was point man going into a building to clear houses. I went inside and they lit me up. And it knocked the breath out of me. The number 2 man pulled me back. And then when I got my wits about me, I stood up and I'm running in like, oh, we're going to kill this dude. They already lit him up. He dead. He pretty much meat on the floor. So they got him. And they let me keep my vest. So I still got it. It's out in the garage in the trunk.
Shit, because you live. This is just a reminder.
So, and then after that, they started calling me 8-ball because I had this weird intuition. And when I knew we was going to get ambushed every time, I was like, yo, I got a bad feeling. I think we're going to get ambushed. Oh man, y'all know we good. Shit, we get up, getting to the first city when we passing through the checkpoint, and we getting ambushed and another firefight. Every other day we in a firefight. So they started calling me 8-ball. They said, "Hey, yo, G, what you think, man? We good?" So no, we good today. I got a good feeling. But if I had a bad feeling, yeah, some shit was about to go down. We was in firefights. So people talking about guns and talking about blowing houses up and wanting to kill everybody, and you ain't never shot a gun at anybody.
You're in the wrong. You doing the wrong thing.
They don't do that. First of all, I got motion sensors on the house and cameras. So if you walk up, I'm gonna know you coming.
Dude, you remind me of this guy that I used to work with in Georgia, and he's a Vietnam vet. The cops had to come tell him to stop booby trapping his windows because he thought like you. He said it took him a while until still till this day. He thought like that. Somebody tried to break in his house and they found fingers on the side of the house because he booby trapped the house. Yeah, they come through the window. So the cops had to tell him to do this. But I have to say, I have to respect you for that because I also heard of a story in Iraq over there in the Middle East. And then a white guy told me this. White guy said, man, you know what? They always talk about brothers or sorry soldiers and shit like this and da this and da that. And he was smiling. I said, well, why you bring it up? He said, man, because I stepped on a mine. Both of my legs was gone. You know who came to get me? He said it was 4 brothers. He said, and all the while they was driving his ass back, he said they was in his ear. You're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. Both of his legs was prosthetic legs, and you couldn't even tell. But he had this biggest smile, and he had a tear. He said, always have respect for brothers.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you something about one of my friends. He lost his leg also, but it was to an IED. We was riding a convoy. We were riding a convoy going down IED Alley, and IED Alley is a place where it's synonymous for having IEDs. IED stand for improvised explosive device. So the entire road, it's barely standing up, but on the sides of it, you can see where all the explosive have blown away the dirt from underneath the concrete, right?
Right.
So it's barely standing, but you have to get to where you're going. You got to pass that. So it's called IED alley. You expect to get hit. We happened to get hit that day, and the guy, he was in a 7-ton truck. It stands up pretty high. The wheels are super high, and the IED, it blew up, and it basically shot through the floor, and it blew his leg off. So we had to get him out. We got him out of the vehicle, and we're driving him back. And we're telling, hey man, you're gonna be all right. We need to stay with us. We're trying to put the tourniquet on to cut off the bleeding. And he says, man, I'm so pissed off. And we're like, what's wrong? He said, man, I just changed the tires on that damn vehicle. And we all busted out laughing. That's the kind of spirit that this guy had. He was just happy to be alive. He said, I just changed the tires on that damn vehicle. And so we got him back on time, and we saved him. But man, that story you just told me reminded me of that day when that happened. But yeah, so when people give me death threats, it's kind of funny to me, especially they don't have a clue. Never been in a firefight. They never been any kind of real conflict. So Facebook beef and internet animosity, that shit funny to me. Yeah, I guess that's funny. But you can keep on threatening me, man. I got it recorded, whatever. It's already.
Yeah, you ain't gonna do nothing. But if he shows up, that's gonna be his.
Yeah, if it comes up, like the police already got a record of all the stuff. They got most of the videos. I got to send the rest of them in, and I got to update my the people at work so they know that the stuff is still going on. So they'll know, and they have it on record. Like, hey, this guy's still harassing, still stalking, still bullying. But yeah, for the most part.
He ain't gonna do shit because he got 3 kids. He ain't gonna do nothing because he got 3 kids and he hasn't mapped this out yet. So he's like you say, he's speaking out of emotions. He's speaking out of emotions.
Yeah, he got too much to lose. Like, he really gonna go and try to kill somebody and then go to jail or prison for murder or whatever, and you gonna leave your kids out there like that? Oh, okay. Right. You're not doing nothing but making it worse for yourself. If people decide to take you to court for threatening and harassing and all that other stuff, you're really doing stupid shit that's gonna take you out of your kid's life. You weird, man. You on some weird homoerotic female stalking. I don't know. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, do something else with your life, man. Get a career. Go back to school or something.
Well, it's getting hard, with everything going on because that pandemic.
Oh, bro, he could take online courses. He'd be on the internet all day.
Yeah, he just downloaded software to play movies and shit while he on here stalking us. He can take a few online courses. He can do all of that. Yeah, he can get his ass up off of Section 8, get his family up off of Section 8 instead of sitting up there dwelling in the shit, but claiming that he's better than everybody else.
Wait, he claimed that?
Wow. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, he want to talk about somebody else not owning shit. This motherfucker don't own a motherfucking thing. His goddamn self, but old token note car that he got from a buy here, pay here a lot.
Damn, y'all, but this shit. How long this shit been going on?
For like 4 or 5 years, man.
Fuck me. This is too long.
Hey, man, I had to jump out.
Like I said, but let him tell it. We stalking him. He don't do nothing to us. We doing shit to him.
We doing the show. What's up, baby? How you doing?
Hey, Donnie, I'm going to change your name now to Donnie the Pisser. I'm going to change your name. All right?
Donnie the
Pisser.
Hey, baby, tell me this. Would I ever give you a reason to hit me with a whole minivan?
No.
You sure? Yeah. You ever been mad at me enough to you got to hit me with a car?
No.
that was a no. Like, what you ask me that dumbass question?
Hey, every time Chinoa make a weird ass video about us, what do I do?
Laugh.
Say that again.
Laugh. I heard it.
That part.
I'll laugh my ass off. I record and laugh.
And since you watching Chinoa, where's that motherfucking video that you said I told your wife that we put your kids' pictures in some motherfucking pedophile group? How come you ain't played that recording yet?
Whoa.
You keep claiming that we do it. How come you haven't played that recording yet?
Hey, Hey, listen, homie. If you listen, bro, that's one thing right now you can't play with, especially what's going on in the world. Because if that shit comes back at y'all and it's all false allegations, dude, they'll literally take your children from you for saying some shit like that.
Ain't nobody ain't never done no shit like that. He talking about, well, you told my wife that. I got it on recording. Well, what's the recording that? And he still ain't played the shit.
Wow.
But he keeps making the YouTube shows calling us pedophiles and all this other shit.
Dude, that's, you know what? Oh my God. And if y'all got evidence that he's saying this, don't y'all know y'all can actually take this shit to international court and fuck his world up? Dude, do y'all really know what's going on? And what's funny
out there, baby.
What's funny about this is that now I'm beginning to understand this is nothing new. So when I was young and hanging out in the 60s, no wonder our parents said, soon as them damn street light comes on, have your ass home. And I mean, get here. So they were kidnapping children even then. They say this shit been going on since the beginning of time.
Yeah, well, the guy has has a history of harassing phone calls. It's on record. I think that's what he got arrested for, right? For harassing.
Yeah, he's got harassment charges on his record too. So
this is what he does.
What? So this is his marijuana then. This is his drug of choice.
That's what he does. He's got a history of harassing people. I know that. I think when whatever happened with his wife when she hit him with the car, he was probably harassing her then. I know he was physically abusing her, and then he got put out, so he had to, I guess, stay away, some kind of shit. He was out. I think he had to go to court or something because he wasn't paying his mother-in-law rent, some weird shit. Anyway, it's all over the place. But yeah, this is what he does.
Man.
Damn. That's all he does. And after this, of course, he's gonna make probably about 30 more videos or whatever, saying the same shit. So it is what it is.
Yeah, we're gonna be nothing but a bunch of liars. We're gonna be all this and that. And
Bianca said he'd rather smoke dick.
Bianca, you know what? I told y'all let the wrong girl on, man. She gonna ride this one.
Yo, we're done yet, man. We're done yet. Because I really do think that Chenoa really wants to fuck Donnie. That's what he wants.
I think he does too.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Mike wants to do some things to me because that's some weird shit, bro.
Oh man, so look, Bianca's taking notes, y'all. Y'all gotta stop. Look, I third it. I see it in the chat. Y'all gotta stop.
What else would explain the behavior?
Mama's
this is
daddy's issues. One of the issues is it's all what we say. They call it what, mental health now. It's mental health.
Yeah,
it's a mental problem. It's all mental now. So we get it. From every reaction there's an opposite but equal reaction. And this is what it is. And just so happened, y'all got in the way of that damn storm. And it ain't y'all fault. Y'all just was reaching out from brother to brother. And then he's talking about, and I did hear it myself, dude. You talking about butt raping a ghost. That is an imaginary figure. That's got a lot to do with your mind, dude. A ghost.
Yeah. That's
you really want to have sex with a ghost? That right there is like, wait a minute. He didn't think about that. He didn't think about it when it came out of his mouth. He didn't.
There was another video when he was talking about killing women, he brought up his coworkers. He said, "Ain't no light-skinned man that could save you." He said, "Well,
what?"
He said, "This." He said, "The guy said, now this ain't this was Mike. Mike said, he said something about his coworkers. He said, don't be the one that get your shit pushed in because I'm in the wrong mood that day." That's what he said.
What the fuck?
He said,
"Don't
be the one to get it because I'm in the wrong mood that day." He said, because then I'll take you out. I'll take any simp out that's trying to protect you, and I'll take myself out. And then he said they'll be going down to the afterlife. He said he will rape them in the ass while they're going down to the afterlife.
No, he didn't say, dude, you are making
he did.
Not
he said all of that.
Not making it up. I'm not making it up, man. So, that's the video. That's the original video that I exposed because the guy kept fucking with me. So I found the video and I posted it. I exposed the video. First of all, if you're a grown, rational man, you should not have taken that video and recorded it and uploaded it to a public platform called YouTube. I keep saying it, and you don't want to take the time to acknowledge your fault and the things that happened afterwards when that video was exposed. You put that out there because you wanted to be famous for being this MGTOW personality or whatever. and you put that video out there. You recorded it, thought about it, uploaded it. You had to wait because it takes a long time for them videos to pop up on YouTube. It has to encode, it has to upload to the server, and then it has to render in standard definition, and then it has the secondary render in high definition, and then it's posted. You did that. Now I just uploaded an 18 gig video, and it took probably about 3 hours today. You did that, and the video was 10 minutes. You did that. You chose to do that. So within that video, you expressed a desire to murder women for rejecting you, murder men that they choose over you. You also expressed your desire. You said don't think you come into my house and you're not gonna come up off some ass. That's rape.
Whoa!
Then you brought up your coworkers and said, basically threatened their life too, and said if you was in the wrong mood and something happened, you would kill them too. You would kill the guy who was protecting them, and then you would take yourself out. So that's suicide and homicide. It's all premeditated. And then you said you would rape them in the ass on your way down to the afterlife. Mike.
Wow.
You did that to yourself. Wow. You got some issues.
Yeah. If this wasn't a pandemic, dude, they probably come get you, dude. They'll put your ass in a mental health hospital, and you'll be in that movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. And they're gonna test all drugs on you.
Now, it's sick. Now, when they make videos about me, it'd be some minuscule shit like a post that I made, or it'd be some simple stuff. Like, let's say I upload a video about going someplace or doing something. It'd be some regular life shit. They'll post and make 5 videos about it. Now, if I made a video like that saying I want to kill coworkers and everything else, man, they would have ran that into the ground. But he's like, yo, leave me alone. You keep stalking me. No, fam, you need help. You need real help. If I made a video like that, best believe I would have been fired. That's the reason why you got fired. Because you mentioned your coworkers. You was talking about killing your coworkers.
They got to take you out of there. That's some
because you're a liability. Because if they know that you're talking about killing people, and you're still there, they have knowledge. So if you decide that you go off and you actually do kill somebody, and they have prior knowledge that that's what you expressed on video, then they're held liable.
They're getting sued. Their company's closing down. They're getting sued.
The guy he ended up getting a job back. He hit up the union and he got his job back. But that video is still out there. The video is still out there. It still exists. You chose to do that. You should have kept that shit inside, but you did that. I didn't do that to you.
Now, I had to dip off for a minute. I had to come back, get his business and come back.
Was you off taking care of that stolen baby?
Yeah. I done seen all kind of comments. This nigga came out of here. This nigga said everybody daddy on this panel, he's the only one whose daddy raised him. Now we know for a fact you got your punk ass on YouTube with some sad music and talk about how your daddy abandoned you and didn't even pay the child support that he was supposed to pay.
How did man raise you from Jamaica? He didn't raise you.
That's what I want to know.
Nigga heard.
That man said, well, he did say he died in like 2012 or some shit like that. I don't know.
He did say it, which is not long ago. That's not long ago, man. Like 8 years ago.
But the fact remains, the guy was never really a father to you, man. Your mom was more of a father, and she kind of wasn't, because I think she got married to somebody else. So maybe that's what's fucking with you. You have a broken home. Your family was real messed up. And then you said that your sisters were doing some shit or whatever, and your dad was poisoned. Whatever, man. Go find them people that did that to your dad, man. Go do that.
Yeah, I think the only one that fucks with him now is his sister. I think his gay lesbian sister or whatever she is. She looks like a man.
The funny shit about that though, when they was posting my sister that was a lesbian, they was posting her. Honestly, man, my sister and his look kind of alike, because they was both studs. So how can you try to ridicule me for having a gay sister, and your family, you got one in your family too?
Yeah, you got a stud niece living with him.
I mean, like, come on now. Like, I love my sister. Yeah, I didn't care what.
Because he is the gay sister.
She's family. Back.
Bianca back. She's back. But ain't that weird that he'll talk crazy about mine for being gay, and then he don't say nothing about his.
Now she look more manlier than he does.
My thing is,
I told you all of this shit is a projection. You talking about some people's daddy. His daddy abandoned him for a whack ass music career, This nigga ain't got no hits, no nothing on the chart. This nigga's one in a million out there singing. Further
along.
Don't worry about a thing.
Everything gonna be all right.
Every little thing.
Hey,
Gonna
brother,
be
brother, I hope you listen. I'm not gonna talk about your father. I know men go through some shit, so I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna leave that for them. But you gotta get some mental health, man.
I hope you wasn't beating your mom. I hope you wasn't beating your wife in front of your kids, man.
She
I
ran
hope
up
you
on
wasn't doing that.
You know, he was putting his
Oh, you know he's beating them kids. You know he
giving her
is.
color purple ass whoopers.
I don't know if you're beating the kids, but I mean, I hope you wasn't beating your wife in front of the kids, and I hope they didn't see. I hope they didn't have to see Daddy get ran over by the minivan with a push to start.
So he did.
They was
But
probably
wait,
in the
he
minivan
did,
when he ran her ass over.
he did say. I did hear him say. Wait, did he say he got hit by a car? No, y'all told. Yeah,
No, no,
yeah, you did.
I gotta find that video. I got that one
I think that was
somewhere.
another video.
So
Yeah,
wait,
I got it somewhere.
he said his wife did that.
Yeah, she ran him over.
Because his dead baby mama was abusing his son. That's what he accused her of.
Wait, his dad's.
Well, he's got a son. He's got a son, but the son don't live with him, so he's not even raising his son right now.
How old is the son?
I don't know.
His son's the oldest. I don't know. He's probably a teenager now.
So
Yeah, he probably taking life lessons from another man. His son is
Yo, Donnie, that's crazy. You're in
Daddy's footsteps at age.
You're in your son's life, and he ain't in his son's life.
That's fucked up because history is repeating itself.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Damn.
Wow.
Damn. History is repeating itself, even in his son's life. This is fucked up, man.
You know what? He's so obsessed with stalking people that he don't even see it.
Wow, man. This is very sad now. It was funny at first, but I'm like, okay, this is getting to be more sad because now you got a Pookie and Ray, and then this new generation, they'll shoot me and your ass. They won't shoot a white man, but they'll shoot me and your ass. And
bro, if you don't go get Chenoa Jr. and go
Break
take
the
care of the
chain.
little boy, break the chain.
And if I remember correctly, he was bragging somewhere about his wife or his ex, his baby mama getting her ass beat. So your son is living with that.
I think he was bragging about being off of child support too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, he was bragging about being taken off of child
He's not
support.
even taking care of his son. Don't even have custody of the baby or the little boy.
Imagine.
Sad, man. Your priorities are so messed up, man. You don't know which way is up or down.
Then you can tell he didn't love that bitch because he moved another bitch in his house soon as she passed away.
Yeah.
I mean, how do you deal with that? As a child, what do you say with that? You know what I mean? Like, you have certain
I ain't got
memories
no
growing
pearls
up.
on, but I'm clutching
And-
my skin.
Think about it. Think about it.
That's all I'm doing.
Your
just
kid-
neck skin, all I'm- Y'all
Your
got
kid has to
talking
look
about
back
the
at
bed
this
like
shit.
that, nah.
I know.
Mama died. You moved a whole new bitch into the house within 3 months. She in the bedroom, and y'all is that you know they fucking. So she in Mama's bedroom fucking. It ain't even been 3 months. She in the new house, right? And then to add insult to injury, a nigga pissed on Mama, and all you did was go and take flowers, or not flowers, take flyers, and drop them off at an old address.
Yeah.
You got to explain this to your kids. Your kids are gonna look at you like, yeah, daddy, you a hoe.
This is boy. Now wait. Now we're laughing. Now I want y'all to psychologically go in your mind and imagine if you was one of those children. Think about that. There's some heavy shoes to wear. I don't want that shit. Nah, that's all right. That's where I think sometimes.
So
like,
the youngest kids, they might not be able to comprehend. They just know mommy ain't there no more.
They gonna hear the legend.
But the oldest child knows that mama passed away. So the oldest is getting to see this man move another woman in and basically take mama's place. And the truth be told, Chenoa was already talking to this woman already way for a long time because information started leaking from our inbox, and we couldn't figure out who was sending the information out. And it turned out it was the person that he ended up being with. So,
whoa.
My thing is this. All right, I don't care what happened. You know, it is what it is. Because I talked to the woman once afterward, and she blamed me for the death of her fiance that she was with, or whoever, her husband, fiance, whoever. She blamed me for it, and I was like, all right. Now,
don't glaze over that, my nigga. You got to give him the details on how that shit happened, because that shit blew my mind.
I'm about to ask. I want to know. Wait, I'm like, okay, you about to take another road. So how was this your fault?
I don't even. Well, so when I called her, she started spazzing, and she was like, "Yo, it's your fault. If I was paying attention to my fiance instead of you," and I'm like, "We weren't even arguing. What you mean?" Like I was trying to really truly figure it out because I had no idea that the man had passed away. I didn't even know. I didn't even know. So I'm like, "Yo, what are you talking about?" And so then I hit her up in the inbox because I was like, if I had any, I don't want that on my conscience. So if that's the way you feel, I don't want it. We can fix it because I don't want to be thinking that I had something to do with that, sincerely. But I mean, at that point, I didn't know that she didn't like me so much that she was trying to put stuff on me and trying to say all this bad stuff about me and Donnie, because it was a screenshot about me and Donnie was having a conversation, laughing about Mike gonna get fired, from his job, whatever. We didn't know how that screenshot popped up and they had that. Well, we didn't know that that she was sending information off. She was sending all that stuff off. Now, so while we was trying to figure it out, I'm going down the list of people who are in the inbox and basically just giving a MO. Like I'm trying to figure out process of elimination. Who has a reason to send off a screenshot of just me and Donnie talking about somebody getting fired, right? So I'm like, okay, Donnie wouldn't do that. Ant wouldn't do that. And I'm going down the list. I didn't say nothing to her. I didn't even bring her up. She came in super defensive, and I'm like, okay. I didn't say nothing else. I did not accuse her. I said, okay. She spazzed. So I'm like, all right, I'm not going to do this in the inbox. I'm going to go ahead and call her. So when I called her, that's when she told me that she would blame me for this man killing himself or him getting killed or some kind of accident. Something happened. I don't know the details. But yeah, that was that. Well, meanwhile,
what the fuck?
Now, keep in mind, now think about this. Because I told Mike the other day, I said, a snake don't care who it bite.
Damn sure don't.
So, Mike, remember when I was talking about there was supposed to be a story about your son touching little boys at school inappropriately? Who do you think told us that?
Wait,
it was that bitch.
Let me say it again. A snake don't care who bites. A snake don't care who it bite. Who do you think was giving us information about you and everybody else? Who do you think told us that your son was at school touching little boys and said that when it all came out, the school had to do an investigation and then you beat your son because he was touching little boys? Who do you think told us that? I wouldn't come up with no shit like that. I wouldn't pull nothing like that out of the air. I didn't pursue it though. I didn't pursue it. I did fuck with you about it, but I never had concrete proof. But who do you think put that shit out there? And you was praising and making it seem like people was mad. No, it wasn't that. We was mad about the betrayal because we got crossed up by somebody we thought was our family. And I ain't really I'll keep it at that. Because I did try to reach out and squash whatever, because I didn't know she didn't like me like that. I'm past it now because I figured, all right, that's what she do.
So basic, this was something started by her.
No, keep this in mind, because I would always reach out to Chinoa and I would always reach out to Mike and try to get things squashed. I've always been the conduit. I've always been the conduit or the mediator of trying to squash shit.
Right.
Always be one to reach out, and then I'll be like, okay, can we have a truce or whatever? In the meantime, in the background where we didn't even know, motherfuckers were keeping shit going. Because every time everything would be going good, I'm thinking, okay, I think everything's gonna work out. Donnie is gonna squash shit with Chinoa. Me and Mike gonna squash shit. I'm like, cool. I think everything's gonna work out. And then boom, shit would just go all over the place and go right back to square one. And I'm always trying to figure out how come shit keeps going back until she got on video with Chinoa and was like, yeah, Shy, you did this, you did that. I'm like, the fuck?
Oh, she told on herself. She told on herself.
She kept on. Somebody was in the background. I can't see. This is my thing. What I deal with, I deal with facts. I don't have concrete proof that she was keeping shit up, but somebody was. Now, when I got hit blindsided with, yeah, Shy, you was doing this and that, I'm like, damn. Well, that's why these motherfuckers are still mad. What the hell? That's why these motherfuckers still mad. It's because of that. Because every time I try to squash some shit and get everything smoothed over and everybody walk their separate way and keep it moving, it would always blow up, and I couldn't figure out why. And I think that is a reason.
Oh, that is the reason.
Hey,
she kept the shit up because everything we were doing, she was going back and telling him about it.
So basically, as we call that, the dude, I don't know who did it, but YouTube took it down. It was called the bed winch. And when this dude did something on Black, when it was so deep, but he broke it down to finding out this is why Master was able to find out when people was running away, because she could go in and out of the main house, and she would go back to the slave quarters, give them a little trim, and then go right back and tell all the secrets. So basically, y'all had an enemy in the midst and didn't even realize it.
Oh, right. Keep in mind now, because there was a picture in this chat. We always used to share pictures with each other. We share pictures like whether or not the family's doing something, or if the kids got gymnastics, or any major life events. We would post it inside the chat. And
right,
the entire time, Chino was always getting this information, getting screenshots, getting these pictures that he ain't supposed to have. We're like, how does he keep on getting this stuff? Because I know he ain't hacking nobody's stuff. It's because he was getting the information that way.
Messy motherfuckers. Boy.
And I'm like, wow, okay, this is some weird shit. But you know what? I wasn't too invested in it, so I wasn't gonna make a big fuss. I'm like, all right, whatever, it is what it is, and go back to my life. But yeah, so that entire time, every time I tried to squash shit, it was always some mess getting started back up. And then another thing that I got to put out there. I know I'm talking a lot, but I got to make sure you gotta have the context. So another thing that a lot of people that was dealing with, they don't understand is to him they're expendable. Because there was a girl that was on the show. Used to be cool with them, named Tammy. Tammy, we was kind of cool at one point, but something happened and things fell apart. Either way it goes, Tammy ended up going to jail for violating probation or whatever. These people are supposed to be bosses, quote unquote. Do you think that any of them put any kind of money on her books?
Nope.
Wow.
They didn't put no money on her. Now they sure did have her on a show talking crazy and putting out death threats and stuff, boosting her up and laughing and kiki and haha. But when she ended up going to jail for violating her probation, based off some of the behavior that she was doing on the show, none of them put money on the books. They pretty much just like, yeah, okay, that sucks. You in jail. Now, when she got out, they told her to tell everybody else that she was on vacation.
So basically, they threw her under the bus and then benefited.
They benefited from all the drama. She ended up getting popped. Nobody put no money on the books. They wasn't checking for her and everything. The only thing Chino tried to do when she got back, from what I heard, was what I was told, was he was trying to get her to come out there because I guess he was trying to, get a little bit whatever. Then
he tried to, because before he moved the bitch into his house, he tried to get her.
Oh, he's trying to get a Tammy?
House. Yeah, he tried to get that Tammy. Bought her a phone and everything,
right,
and all types of shit.
I saw that. Now, and on top of that, when Mike lost his job, based off of the shit going back and forth, Mike lost his job. It didn't help this man. He might have talked to him on the phone or whatever. He might have stayed on YouTube making crazy videos and stuff. But that man really didn't. Mike, that man didn't care about you losing your job. You guys are expendable to him. He don't care what happened to y'all. Only thing he cares about is stalking and harassing people and being obsessed. He don't care what happened to you guys at all.
All right, and let's go back even further. Let's go back even further before we talk about the situation with Tamika going to jail. And I asked him, I said, so are you going to put money on Tamika's books? He was more worried about getting his website up than he was about her.
Yeah. And shout out to Tammy, man, because Tammy, I really ain't trust you when you came through and you was like really just being real forthcoming and stuff and saying you was done with the beef and stuff because you had an epiphany while you was locked up. I'm glad that you matured enough and got sober enough to realize that motherfuckers really didn't give a fuck about you, and then they was using you to get at people that they didn't like. And I'm glad that you and Shay squashed whatever the beef was that y'all had, because that's maturity right there. But that man was using y'all just like he's still using Mike, and he don't care what happened to y'all. The guy he's psycho, and he's gonna pull you guys into this weird psycho world and get y'all in trouble for some shit that y'all really don't have no business being in. Be smart about it. Be smart about it, man.
I've always said that Mike is so far up Chinoa's ass that if Chinoa shit is going in Mike's mouth. So
Hey, I think he a little more further than that. If Chinoa eat a mouthful of eggs, he don't get half of it.
That part.
It's weird, man. It's weird, like shit, bro. It's your whole mom passed away, man, and you more worried about me and everything else, and an old ass beef you ain't got no reason to be still latching on to, and you still worried about what the fuck I'm doing, Mike. Bro, leave me alone. What the fuck is wrong with you?
That's
They can't do that. It's
Again,
impossible for them.
again, that is some type of woman messy soap opera shit.
Imagine you having a beef with somebody, and then you make a post in a Facebook group, and then the person that hates your guts, he pops up on your post and tags you over and over. You never respond to him. He still keeps tagging you. And it's on some, hey, a new game is coming out. You want to play it? I can teach you how to play it. No,
No.
Mike,
Again, man, they played us, man. They I mean, it's like Willie Lynch said, it'll turn on its own sphere, which is basic atmosphere. And the thing about it is, I still say, if he has children, his number one, number two, and number three priority is children.
that's what it should be. Because nobody is fucking with this man children right now. Now, somebody's calling CPS on him because he's out there issuing death threats and doing erratic behavior, going across state to go drop off flyers and shit. Death threats over electronic lines, which is a charge that you can get convicted of. You already got in trouble one time in Virginia for harassing phone calls. Think of what they'll do if you're harassing people on YouTube, Facebook, and all this other stuff, man, and issuing death threats. I'm too lazy to go press charges. I don't feel like it. I got shit that I got to do. But the only thing I did do was I did make sure that the police had a copy of all the stuff, because at one point he was going to try to frame me and try to send it to the military and get me in trouble that way. But luckily, Dwayne took a screenshot of him actually admitting that he was going to try to frame me, so I was able to use that.
So wait, time out. He actually gave this evidence to somebody saying, "I'm gonna go to the military." He literally said this.
He printed it. No, he
said it. He tried to tag the Department of Justice. He tried to tag Pentagon.
Everybody.
He was trying to tag everybody that he could.
He was calling security office at my job, trying to call security office and security. I used to work security out there at my base. So my homie hit me up. He's like, "Hey, yo, Shy, we got this dude on the line, and he's talking about you're doing XYZ." He's like, "Yo, the guy sounds weird. I don't know what's going on, but like, just whatever you got going on, man, you stop this guy. Yeah, stop this guy from doing whatever he's doing." And I told him, I gave him the rundown. I gave him the rundown of what was going on. And it was like, okay, so the guy's just weird. Matter of fact, when I showed the police the video of him talking about killing people, the police was like, is he racist against his own people? I said, I don't know, sir. I don't know. Because the cop says, is he racist against his own people? Because he keeps on talking about black women. Does he hate his own people? I said, sir, I don't know. I just want to make sure you have this thumb drive with all this stuff on it. I want to make sure you have all these printouts, the big old stack of printouts of all the harassment. And I said, this is just a section of it. This ain't all of it. He says, well, anytime anything comes up, here's my card, here's my number. If anybody physically comes onto your property, we're in Mississippi, and you know what that entails. So if you have to protect yourself, do that. He said, but here's my card. He said, if anything else comes up new, just make sure you file it, timestamp as far as the date goes, your name, what's going on, and then just turn that into us. So that way, if anything comes up, all I got to do is just submit it, and I cover myself.
Wow, this is a man doing this. That's the crib, but this is a man doing this shit. That's crazy. It's a headache too.
Now it used to be a headache.
Your kids, dog, if you listen.
Now, yeah, I hope he's taking care of his kids, man. But yeah, at first it was a headache. Now I'm like, shit, here go another one. It's another video. It's another one.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, because Yeah, all I can say is, man, your son needs you. Don't let history repeat itself. And it sounds like if you don't have your ass in his life, it's going to repeat itself, and that same shit's going to be repeated.
I'm telling you right now, he's going to make another post on Facebook. He's going to make another video about this. He's going to talk about the same.
Oh no, he gonna go live tonight. Watch, he gonna go live. He gonna be in his feelings, and then he sees to know. This is why I always tell you, nobody respects you. We laugh at you. You constantly get mocked all the time, and you constantly get shit wrong all the time. And then check this out, right?
I wouldn't say nothing to him. I wouldn't say anything to him. I'll keep it moving.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I don't say nothing. I don't say nothing to him. I don't make posts about him. I don't say shit to him until I see till I go and I see on his RT 2.0 page that he's making posts about me, you, Brandon, or he's getting on his YouTube show. And so I antagonize the fuck out of him when I see him.
Bro, I don't even do that. Like, I don't even make posts about the guy. I don't even say nothing to him.
I don't do none of that shit. I don't even be on Facebook like that no more. Yeah. I be on another social, another website, be all up in there. And nobody knows who he is. I don't speak on him like that. But every time I turn around, there's some shit about us. But yeah, we're the stalkers though. But we're the stalkers.
That's funny, ain't it?
That's the funny part. Yeah, none of us make posts, none of us speak on him, but we're the stalkers.
Man.
At this point, he don't have nothing left. This is all he got. All he got is tears, bitch assness, and no bitch assness. So he's gonna continue to do this shit until the grave. And it's not gonna stop. So at this point, like, I laugh at him. I just take you fuck, nigga. I can't. You want my attention? When you get my attention, you cry, you scream, everything else. You put a nigga around, murder, kill.
Breaking up, man.
When it came down,
like
yeah.
He tried to get that.
Basically, yeah. You saw the nigga talk about the murder.
Yeah.
The nigga was talking all that murder kill shit, and then got on here. Everybody saw it. I'm recording this. I'm gonna take this to the law.
I didn't even see all that, man. I didn't bother looking.
Fuck that nigga.
But listen,
yeah,
the law has enough fucking problems of their own with this bitch shit, and it's fucked up because it's coming from men. Notice I said bitch shit coming from men. That is not a good sign. That ain't a good sign even in life. Like, wait, what are we doing here? Again, I hope he listening, because if any of his people listen to this, everybody agreed. Don't let history repeat itself. Make sure your son is okay.
He ain't gonna do that.
But that's why we're telling him. That's why we're advising him. It's not if he ain't gonna do it. At least we're putting it in his psycho-visceral. Dude, think about it. Do you want your son going through the shit you went through? If he says no, then he has a main focus to say.
The name that just popped up.
Huh? What? His name popped up? What? Wait, what happened? Oh, is that him?
No, it's that. I think that's Donnie. The name is Bro, you ain't shit.
Donnie, what is that? Pistonitsky?
Pistons Zakia.
Oh, you wrong.
You wrong for that shit. Oh, you wrong. Bro, man.
You're wrong. Let it go. Let it go. We're trying to give him some therapy, man. I shouldn't have gave you that idea, Donnie the Pisser. I shouldn't have said a damn thing.
But you know what? Nothing's gonna change. He's gonna keep on being obsessed with us. He's never gonna not talk about us. He's never gonna not stop stalking. He's gonna keep doing the same thing. So no matter what you say and how much sense it makes, he's gonna be coming up with some kind of weird conspiracy theory. He's gonna find some weird profile on Facebook and say it's me. He's gonna be still pissed off. Pardon the pun, but still be pissed off about Donnie. Nothing's gonna change.
He's gonna be pissed for life.
He's gonna, yeah.
Just like baby's pissed for death.
But like I said before, it's better to be pissed off than to be pissed on, huh?
Oh.
That's true. Now you know what? You know what?
Okay, let it go.
What I will say though is, I remember when Chinoa was talking about he wanted to kill Donnie's mom. and he wanted to kill. He was saying something about Donnie, but he said he wanted to kill Donnie's mom. Chenoa's wife was in the comments, and nobody was correcting him. She wasn't telling him, "Hey, stop! You need to chill out." She wasn't saying nothing about. She
was in the comments egging him on, co-signing his little fucking. And what's real funny about that is the bitch died a week later. So
no, so here's how shit works. Dwayne, listen, Dwayne's wife had passed away, right? And in the video, Chenoa was talking crazy about Dwayne's wife passing away, and a week later, his own wife passed away.
Yeah.
Oh, so basically, speaking upon death just came and say, "Oh, this gonna be easy."
It came and say, "Hey, how you doing? What's going on? I see you brought me up. No, let me hit your house too, then."
Yep,
that part.
Because and Dwayne was chilling, man. Dwayne really wasn't doing nothing. But yeah, Chenoa, he got on there. He was like, "Yo, I heard your wife passed away. I heard she kicked the bucket, XYZ," and then boom, a week later, his own wife passed away.
Yep, man. Hey, man, y'all bought
that was a knock on the door. That was a knock on the door. That said, "Hey, yo, chill out. What you doing?" But instead of you chilling out, you decided to keep on stalking people.
Yep.
The whole household is dysfunctional.
You know what
dysfunctional. They fucked up. I'm telling you, the kids right now.
Start over, Don. Start over. You broke up. Say it again.
I said,
kids, just that shit is. This nigga kids is plotting to get up out of it. As soon as they hit 18, I'm sure they already got their strip club they finna work at picked out.
Nah, you know what? I won't even put that on kids. I ain't gonna say they're gonna be at a strip club. I hope they get away from that.
No, they'll be out there on the whole stroll. Fuck his kids. They're gonna be out there on the motherfucking whole stroll. They ain't gonna be on no stripper pole. That's too high class for them.
You know what? No,
I'm
gonna put this in the universe. I'm gonna put this out there.
Go ahead, dog.
I want his kids to break the curse that he's perpetuating.
I second that.
Yeah, maybe they will. But
I second that, because if you put it out there, because mind you, y'all put death out there. It came.
Because that man can't get right. He can't get right. I think he's a lost cause. He's not gonna do nothing else with his life but stalk us for the rest of his life. He even said he's gonna stalk us until he die.
That is the dumbest fuck. Oh God! This big ass universe, and this is all you can do is say some dumb ass shit like that.
This is his existence.
Ooh, that's small minded to me, dog.
I don't think the curse is going to be broken because he can't raise them girls to be women. He can't teach them how to conduct themselves as women. So they're going to be thinking like a man all the time.
They got the grandmother in their life.
Yes, and let's hope that is a
positive. I hope grandmama's influence will do it.
She seemed like a sweet woman. I think that she'll be. I think that the kids will hopefully be okay. If he would take this up, the amount of energy that he's putting towards stalking us, if he put that towards being a father and really committing himself to that, I think that they'll be okay. He has to make a choice to stop this.
He has to. Because listen, we're getting enough. Because I'm old enough to see that we're getting enough hate from women alone in this world. Somebody put out a poll where black women say 87% of them say they'd rather be under the rule of a white man. And that was a show that my man, Roger was on, and I went to listen to it, and I had to get off it. I like, boy, these women were talking so much shit. I said, and I think Liam told me, he said, man, you don't want to go on. He sent me a message. You do not want to go on that show because a chick, her name, I'm looking at her name now, but I can't come out. She said, ain't no man never called me a nigga bitch. And I was like, wait a minute.
Damn.
This is what Willie Lynch established. So ain't no black man established it anyway. And they were basically lynching men. It was like, this is too harsh. And Roger got up there, tried to make a point. He couldn't even get his point across because it was ready to crucify him. I was like, this is crazy. So I got off. I didn't even want to listen to anything they got to say. I had to come here, and then you telling me a brother's acting the same goddamn way. That's weird to me. In the 20th, think about it. This the 21st century. What the fuck? We still stuck in the 90s? Like,
you absolutely right though. A guy doing this much stuff. So I mean, at first it was a crew. It was a bunch of them.
Right.
You know, there's a bunch of them. They was all kind of dysfunctional their own little way, and then they all kind of started falling off and living it alone. The only two people that's still stuck on it is him and Mike.
And
They're the only two ones that still stuck on it.
And I bet you Mike may fall off. I bet you.
I don't think so, because Mike is on Chinoa's nuts big time. Like he's saying, Mike is always saying, like, yeah, I've stepped away, I'm not doing it. But see what it is Mike is still waking up in the morning and looking for all my posts and sending screenshots of my post to Chinoa. So he's living through Chinoa, because since he's saying that he's not attacking me, he's letting Chinoa do the attacking.
Dog, they're a product they're a product of their environment.
Now, so now here's the thing. If you say, hey, I'm gonna leave you alone, I'm not gonna troll you, I'm not gonna stalk you, harass you no more.
Right.
But then the person that you're still fucking with, they're making a video talking crazy about the person you don't like, and you share the video. Don't that mean you still in it?
That goes under the category misery loves company.
Because
right
it boils down to, okay, well, I'm not going to attack you, but if somebody else attacks you, then I'm going to share it, and I'm going to try to put this lie and slander out about you. Bruh, if you over it and you truly are stepping away, why are you still obsessed with me, Mike?
I expect that out of women. I don't expect that type of behavior out of men.
Yeah, it's weird, ain't it?
It's strange. This is why I'm still all of that. Like, this is weird.
Because it don't seem real, do it?
No, it don't. But when you played the video of
exactly,
send me the picture, I was like, wait, that is.
If you didn't hear it, you wouldn't have believed it.
Yep. But and see, that might be the nail in the coffin, and why he's upset. He's like, fuck, I hung my own self. And he lives his own self.
Here's the thing: you still haven't seen the video of him talking about killing women over rejection, and you haven't seen that. So, I'm not even sending it out.
Yeah,
because it is just that dark. I know I'm making light of it. I'm laughing, but it's dark. When the first time you heard it, when he screams, you're gonna be like, shit, that's some deep-seated hatred right there.
Now think about what I'm saying. That's the type of shit that hits the major news. Emergency. Like the young dude that did it at the grocery store in California earlier this year, even before the pandemic. This actually happened. He went in the store, he shot up some people, he was pissed off, and the white lady saved his ass. He was a brother. The white lady saved his ass.
Crazy.
Like, talked him out of that. This also happened at a post office in my lifetime. So if you listen, dude, and that's some incriminating evidence that, dude, they can submit your ass into a mental hospital. And they can test their experimental drugs on your ass.
Now, if I wanted to, if I really wanted to get stupid with it, I could have sent that off to a bunch of different places. But I didn't. They can come get you just for saying that you was gonna kill your coworkers.
Dude, that alone is no job.
No job.
Because if it happens, somebody else do it. Do you know that people gonna go right back to this, and they got the evidence? The people gonna
got the evidence
because
like,
somebody
man, it was already crazy. Now, when the video, somebody else got a copy of the video, and they posted it, and the people in the comments was like, "Yo, this dude crazy." There was people from his job that was like, "Yo, I talk to Mike all the time, and he do be saying some crazy stuff." Oh man, and they was like, "Yo, get help!" Like, man, I'm sorry to hear that, brother. I hate that you feel that way. But people from his job was looking, and they was confirming, yeah, that dude really do be talking crazy like this on a regular basis. So, if it did come out, he did hurt somebody. There's a history. People already know that he on some crazy shit.
Bruh.
He was already out there where he literally said he would kill a woman over rejecting him. He said that he said that. I'll play the audio if you want it.
Don't hang him. Don't lynch him.
No, my thing is this. He won't leave me alone.
He got to. You know what? But you better than you, dog. You always knew that.
Hey, I've tried. I've tried.
You better than that.
I've tried.
You much better than that. So you ain't, don't even give him the rope to hang himself, because I think he done enough damage to himself.
I'm gonna have that video. I'm gonna have that video forever though. But like every single time, man, I be reaching out. Yo, Mike, what's up, dude? I'm trying to squash this shit. He won't let it go. Because truth of the matter is, if they leave me alone, I won't ever say shit about them again.
Boom.
And that's the way it's always been. That's the same way Donnie is.
Yeah, I know that's what Donnie told me to pop up, but it's just deep that this dude has a platform with everything in the world to talk about.
He can talk about current events. He could talk about all this other stuff, but it always comes back to Donnie. Always comes back to me. Always comes back to Dwayne.
Y'all his main focus. That's weird. That's weird. That's that man shit. I mean, he could talk about something that blowing me away that I lived long enough to realize they caught Master J's killer.
Yeah, I saw that, and me and my wife were talking about that last night.
You know, it's been 20, dude. It's been 20 years.
I was 24 years old when it happened.
20 years. It's been 20 years. But like the one dude said, I think his name is short. Tyreek Reviews. He said, but the woman let him in. They wouldn't have never got in if she wouldn't have let him in. He said, once it gets down to the bottom of it, it's gonna come back at her because you let him in. Why didn't you tell us? And this the funny part, y'all. For 20 years, they knew who did it, but nobody would talk. Like,
really?
What? Yes, because she let him in. She recognized him. Why didn't she talk? For 20
and she didn't say nothing for 20 years. She didn't say nothing.
20 years, she didn't say nothing. And the bottom line is, this is all behind. Well, it's not behind 50 Cent. Well, 50 Cent is not involved, but just because he was signed, and this dude took him out.
Wow.
Yeah, this is man. Back and then now, let's take that word out, jealousy, and let's apply this to y'all situation. Same shit, same crazy shit. Like, how did they put this kind of thinking into us? Because I'm like Richard Pryor. I'd be glad to hear anybody doing anything good. I'm that brother that pushes people to that point. Oh, you want to become a plumber? I think you can do it. I've seen other people say, and this is even in the white culture, I've seen people say, oh, he ain't gonna do shit. And I'd be like, why you hating on that dude?
Let me mess your head up real quick. On that show when it was issuing death threats, even after all that screaming, I said, Willie, I wish you success. I said, and for the rest of them, I wish them success too.
Right.
Because and Mike said he got a job back. I said, I'm glad you got your job back. I was hoping that him getting fired was a wake-up call. Leave this shit alone.
Right.
But instead of doing that, he dove right back into it head first, still on the same shit. He got a second chance in life. But instead of listening to me and squashing shit like I've been trying to do for the longest, he still want to keep on trying to fuck with me, still try to stalk me, harass. Like, man, is this what your life is? Is looking after what I do? Because you got to think about it, man. You either hate me that much that you got to see what I'm doing, or do you like me that much you got to see what I'm doing? I keep telling Donnie, and I hate to admit it, but either you want to beat me or you want to fuck me. Which one is it?
Ew. Okay, that's too much information.
Yeah, you doing too much. You acting real out of pocket, bro. That's what it boils down to. You either want to beat me or you want to fuck me. Both of them you can't do.
Yeah. Yeah, it goes back.
It ain't happening, and we're not gonna be friends. Like,
go back.
Leave that shit alone. We could have been friends at one time, but now you doing too much.
Yeah, that is, like she said, that's weird. But again, look what kind of sick world we're living in. The world is very sick.
It's very jealousy, man. It's jealousy where it's jealousy. Ain't no way I can let myself hate somebody so much to the point where I gotta look and see what they're doing every day.
Yeah, that's a lot of resentment. That should have killed you though, man. And if that's what he wanted to do, it's gonna eat his ass up inside.
It's weird. It's weird. Like they be trying to post my wife and stuff. I got a pretty wife. I'm like, shit, bro. Okay, so one of you is single and can't really get an attractive woman. The other one, wife passed away, and mine pretty as hell. Like, it's okay. This is kind of weird.
So they literally going after your wife.
No, they really ain't go after my wife. They'll post a picture like, "Hey, yeah, we know what she looked like." I'm like, "She pretty fucker though." Like, okay.
So like,
hey, that's my baby right there. So
that's some high school. That's some high school shit, bro.
If she was ugly, I would have tried to hide it, but no, she ain't.
All I can say is it sounds so high.
You know what that look like? How you show my wife more attention than you showed your own?
Strange. It's strange. It's, and all this starts from nothing. All this just came about based on nothing.
Yes, it's based on nothing. Now, I will admit, back in the trolling days, all of us did some foul ass shit to each other. Cool. But there's come the time when you got to move on past some shit.
Yep.
So when you don't move on past some stuff, things start to escalate. And when things escalate, it gets worse for either party or both. Now, so far, Mike lost his job behind this shit. His mama passed away. It wasn't behind this shit, but he could have been paying more attention to her instead of being on some shit like this. Chinoa was in the same shit. His wife passed away. The entire time this was happening, he was neglecting his own wife and family. If you want to boil it down, give that energy somewhere else. But nobody on this side. Donnie ain't lost nothing. Donnie's never been fired. He's never lost any hours. Still making money. Has a new baby boy, a fiance, a new house. Things are looking up for myself.
So in other words, he must be doing something right.
Must be doing something right. During the course of all this stalking and stuff, I've gotten married. I've gotten a new house. Still have gotten promoted since I've been out here. Never got fired. Never got suspended. Everything's going good. If anything, the people at work look at me in a different light, better, because they're like, "Damn, bro, you went through all that and you still kicking it." Cool. I got another award the other day, probably about, I want to say about 3 weeks ago, for my work in my service, for the millions of dollars that I've reinvested back into my occupation for my maintenance work. I've saved them millions of dollars because of my skills and being able to fix the computers and stuff.
Word.
So I got an award for that. Everybody's doing better in life. Meanwhile, on the other side, shit keeps going down.
Just keeps going down.
Something ain't. Yeah, he better realize that something ain't going right in his life. Right there, like you said, there in front of him, he better realize it. You know,
but no, what's that expression? You can't see the forest for the trees.
Yep.
Dude can't see the bigger picture. He can't get past his hatred for everybody else except himself.
Ooh. So actually, back to that mental shit again. Just what we just said about the mental. That's that mental health, man. Those things are real. Like you said, look at his situation. His mom and her sister had a baby for the same guy.
Yep.
And just let him know that shit ain't nothing new, bro. That shit happens today. There are babies right now who are cousins and brothers at the same time.
So,
at the same time. And they gotta try to go through that shit. They're just babies and they don't know nothing. Wait till they get up and they get teased and all kinds of shit. Man, it's one thing about punching the time clock of life. That's why I like when Donnie called me Pimp C. I'll take it. I call Roger the professor. I'm beginning now to listen. And when you just listen to that, I can go back through my life and see. I've seen that before. And then I've seen the psychology that it messed those people up. Some people were able to survive that shit, man. Some people, I have to sit back and look and even critique my own mother for saying that my father violated. Now, I hope you listening, dude, because I'm letting you know you ain't the only one. My mother said some shit about my father that was some ill shit. But my friends who have been experiencing life always say, dude, you need to talk to your old man. I'm like, man, I ain't talking to this punk ass. Dude, you need to talk to your old man. They hit me up for years and years. So when I turned a certain age, my pops hit me up. I'm like, and I treated him bad. I'm like, what the fuck you want? Why you call me? And then he hit me up the next year on my birthday, and I said something that I'm kind of glad that it didn't happen, because I said it. You ain't dead yet? Why you calling me? It's the coldest thing a person could say. Then I turned around and exactly. See what I'm saying? Then I turned around and said something and repeated something my mother said. Now, by the way, me and my mother not close, but her mother raised me. Man, when I said something to my father, and he was like, wait, what? I say, well, dude, I don't even want to know because I don't care. He said, but I care. I said, well, look, I got to go. He said, wait a minute. He said, at least as a man, I have a right to defend myself. You know what, y'all? I was like, touche, because all of a sudden I went into man mode and said, he got a point.
Yep.
I had to respect him, not as my father. He pulled the man card, which means you're a man. You go through struggles. Let me talk about it. Man, when my pops told me something, he said, like, this is how it happened. I'm like, wait, I don't want to know how y'all got together and I was made. And we broke out laughing. I don't want to know about those sexual conquests and shit.
And right there, it fell right there. It chipped away at the animosity and the wall that you had put up chipped away because you guys hit common ground right there.
Bingo!
That part.
Dude, that gives me chills of joy to this day because I'm at least glad that me and this man are able to talk as friends. When he said that triggered something else in my life that I don't know about. Now, let's play Minority Report and push that aside. My father had a neighbor named Betty Jo. Betty Jo had a daughter, and me and her daughter used to play. I went over there one day, and her mother gave me a look. Now, I'm a 6, 7, 8-year-old kid. I know what content hate looks like. I know I know what it looks like for the simple fact I grew up in the 60s with the colored bathrooms and all of that shit. So I knew why this went down. And I was like, okay, why is this lady looking at me like this? I found out just a few years ago why this shit went down. Some player shit. So my sister's father was boning Betty Jo and my mother, but that was Betty Jo's boyfriend. Ain't that a bitch? And this dude has a child for her and my mother, which I will go to the card. Thank you, grandmother, for keeping me out of that shit. And I'm going to you, and I hope that other dude is listening. This is why it's best to sometimes listen to other brothers who've been through the war. This brother talking to you now, he been through the war where they shot at him. I've been through a war where they wanted me dead as a young black kid, but somehow this God force kept me alive. And I am glad that I got a chance to talk to my father and chipped away at that bullshit, because that hate for him went away immediately. It went away. But then the hate switched back on my mother only for saying, you lied. And this is what I'm saying. Do you know how many women get away with lying on men saying that they violated them and the men did not violate them?
Man, I saw a video about that the other day. I saw a video where the guy, where the wife, or was his ex-wife, they weren't together. They broke up.
Right.
And she made up a lie and said that she made up a lie for years and was saying that he was molesting his children. And then
the one that had the 3 daughters and they were all beautiful. They were fine.
And she finally admitted that she and the man broke down, and rightfully so. Because he broke down because that entire time she took that relationship with his children away from him and had that lie out there saying that he had molested his children, and he never did. None of it was true. But being that that's a woman and she put that on that man, his name was tarnished, his reputation was tarnished, and his potential relationship with them kids was taken away from him. And then the kids even turned on her because she finally admitted that she lied about it the whole time.
But remember her response? Why didn't you work harder? I'm like, oh, you gotta be kidding.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. So you mean to tell me that she wanted him to fight through all the slander and the lies and everything just because? And here's a fact of the matter. The only reason she was pissed off and did all that because he didn't want to be with her no more.
Boom. Boom. And
she was willing to ruin his relationship with his kids just because he didn't want to be with her no more.
And the fucked up part is the daughters was taking up for him the whole time when they was little. No, daddy didn't touch me. Daddy didn't touch me.
Mm-hmm.
She tried to convince him. Now think of how many women have gotten away with just that alone.
Oh, hold on, Dwayne.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta address one more thing. It might be some more shit. I gotta address this. You remember the time when Ariel Waters had posted and said that Mike got in trouble at the job?
Yeah.
In the comments, they was like, "Yeah, Shy handled it." Well, somewhere they twisted it up and they said that Mike was molesting his kid or some shit like that. No, it wasn't. That's not what it was, Mike. If you're still watching, what it was when you posted a picture of Dwayne's 12-year-old daughter, and you said on that picture, you said you would put something long inside of her. She was 12 years old.
He said he would put dick inside of her. Yeah,
was she 15 or 12?
I still got that. She was like 12. She She was in middle school at the time.
12, 13, 14. Either way, she was underage. That's where that came from. The people on that post, they saw the picture, but they thought that it was being said that you were molesting your daughter. You don't have a daughter. Nobody said anything about your daughter. You don't have one. What was being talked about was Dwayne's daughter. In that picture, she was 12 years old, and you said that you would do something sexual to that child.
Yeah,
that's where that came from. Bro, that's where that came from, Mike.
I still have that screenshot to this day of him saying that.
Too. The police got the screenshot too.
What? The cops got? Oh, bro. And his name, what y'all say? His name is Mike, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Michael Clarence Lawson. Since you always want to say my name,
Mr. Lawson. Listen, man, I'm gonna just speak to you like a man.
Mike, why you looking at 12-year-olds like that, saying you gonna fuck them, huh?
Dude. But yeah,
you always trying to call
they making shows.
Hold up. He telling people that I'm a pedo, talking about because I posted a picture in a group and it was me and my wife sitting on the back of a truck and we was drinking. You don't see no faces in the picture. You don't see no feet, nothing. All you see is the back of my truck and me and my wife is drinking. And I say, I'm sitting on the back of the truck drinking and talking about life with Little Miss because my wife is literally a foot shorter than me. So I call her Little Miss.
Right.
Talking with the Little Miss. They took that picture and tried to say I was drinking with my 12-year-old daughter. No, and they put it out there. They put it on YouTube, Facebook, and everywhere else, and they was telling lies about it. But I do have a recording where Mike admitted that he lied about it.
Don't they call it slander? That's a law that's called slander, right? Character slander or something like that.
Now, when because he keeps on saying, well, you made a meme about my son touching boys. Remember, go back to earlier when I was telling you about who put that out there first.
Wow.
Yep.
Remember who put that out there? I ain't the one that did that. Somebody else said your son was touching little boys at school.
She said she got the information from her brother-in-law who looked you up and had a case file on that.
Ooh, this web is so.
But was he not kissing her ass and making it seem like buddy, yeah, you with Boss Ghost and everything? No, fam, you know the truth, bro. First they put that shit out there and said they had a case file and had the paperwork and everything to back up what they were saying about your son was her. Think I'm playing. Think I'm lying.
That was her. That sure was.
So
it sure the fuck was the same person that you was sitting up there kicking ha with. Claiming that, she with Boss G now is the same person that was putting out your information about your son.
Same person. That was one of putting the information out there. The one that, because I didn't even ask about that. That information was volunteered and told to me. And then also was said that they was going to get me the information. I never did follow up on it because I left it alone.
That's what G's do.
I left it alone because I was like, you know what? I'm going to leave that shit alone. Because why am I doing this? Why am I going back and forth with this guy?
Yeah. See, that's how men think. That's how men think. Like, man, it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
And then at that time, I tried to reach out and squash it. How many times have I tried to squash this shit, Dwayne?
Oh man, so many times we can't count on one finger. And then let's talk about this one. Okay, when Shire first moved into his house, Shire was posting pictures of the inside of his house, and he posted a picture of his shower. They took that picture and was using that picture on their videos to talk about they were talking shit about his shower and his bathroom and all this stuff. So Shai found a picture of Chinoa's bathroom, a bathtub. The bathtub happened to have the kids in there. Shai took the picture and he covered the kids' faces. And we put it in RT, and everybody was roasting that fucking tub, that nasty ass tub.
That's all that
his
cared
kids
about.
were bathing in. And he used that to say that we were pedophiles and everything else, and it was just fucking crazy. And we just still kept laughing at it. They were roasting the fuck out of us.
That's what he's using his basis, trying to call me a pedo. I'm like, bro, you posted my bathroom, so I posted your bathroom. That's all it was. Now, you had the kid in some motherfucking bath water or some damn mop water. Shit was dirty.
The shit was dirty. The shit was dirty. The tub was dirty.
The whole thing looked dirty. That's why I posted that bathroom. I didn't give a fuck about your kids. I posted your bathroom because you was trying to clown on my bathroom, so I posted yours. I really have a walk-in bathroom where it's got his and her sinks. The bathroom.
Oh, you got one of them living rooms for a bath.
Yeah, you got the walk-in, like the walk-in closet where it got the his and her sides.
Yeah, you got a living room. You got a living room. That's what we call like a living room.
So, and it's attached to the bedroom. So I was just posting that. Now, this guy decided he wanted to get pissed off and choose that as the hill that he wanted to die on. I'm like, bro, really? Like, bro, if you're embarrassed that you have a small ass bathroom, that's what it is. I ain't got nothing against people having small bathrooms. Do what you do. But I was proud of my house. But you decided you wanted to take that one little thing and try to make that be your point of trying to ridicule. I'm like, okay. So I took my money and I bought myself a nice house for me and my family so I can make this woman my wife. And you mad about me doing something for my family.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
meanwhile, you can't
basically,
do shit for yours.
Yeah. So basically what you did, dog, was you did what a male bird would do. A male bird made the nest right. So that female bird can pick this bird so she can say, this bird is adequate. I can raise little birds with this. And see, I always go to nature. It's just the way I am now. That dude needs some help, man.
Let me tell you how I operate, though. How I operate, because me and my wife, we had been together for a long time. And in the background, because she thought we was just dating and we wasn't going to go anywhere. But while we was dating, I'm vetting her. I'm making sure that she's the right person I actually want to marry. So in the meantime, I'm making sure that things are right financially. I'm paying off debt to make sure I'm not bringing debt into the marriage. If I ask her, I say, yo, how much do you owe on XYZ? Because I'm going to show you how to get rid of your debt. And while I'm getting rid of mine, I'm going to tell you how to work this thing out and how to manage your money right so you can knock some of these bills off or this outstanding debt if you have any, so we can sit down. Meanwhile, I'm making a plan, thinking far ahead in the future. She's thinking like, okay, he just teaching me the hustle game and how to knock debt off and stuff. Because I'm like, yo, if you pay one thing off, don't think of it as extra money that you have back in your pocket. Put that on your next bill. Because now you have extra money. So since you already ain't missing it, go ahead and put that on the next debt that you have that's out there. Now you have extra, so you can possibly double or triple pay it based on that amount of money that you're actually adding on to your already pre-existing payments. So with that formula, with that formula, she did that. In the meantime, I'm paying off student debt and everything, knocking them out left and right, and then I'm stacking my money up so I can have my down payment for the house, so I can pay for it. She don't even know. I'm being real secretive about everything. She's like, so she hits me up. She's like, yo, Shy, what are we doing with our relationship? We've been together for a long time. What's going on? I said, look, just be faithful. Just stick with me. Trust me. Everything is going to go exactly where you wanted to go, but I can't tell you the details until I got it all on paper and it's all concrete. She thought I was being real cryptic. It never dawned on her that that's what was going on. And then boom, I said, yo, I'm gonna come pick you up. We're gonna take a ride. She didn't even know. We riding and we looking at houses. We stopping from place to place with the realtor. She's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, this is what I've been doing. This is what I've been working on. So she's like, you lying, you playing. Because she thought I was just running a game, thinking I was just, just kind of gassing her up real quick until I got her in the car and we actually went to the office and closed on the house. And then, because she hadn't even seen the house. She hadn't seen it. Well, she saw it, but she didn't know that's the one I picked. And then we went, got the keys and went straight to the house. I took a bunch of pictures and shit. And she was like, she couldn't believe it. And then after that, this is how we ended up getting married, right? I got a nice ass game room. So we're in the house, we chilling, everything is set up. She goes, so Shy, so like when are we gonna get married? And I'm like, fucking with her. I'm like, I don't know about all that, I don't know about the whole marriage thing. So she picks up a plastic ring that I got from a comic book store. She said, you can give this to me right here and I'll marry you. I'm like, right? She said, yeah, because she said, you just got the house. You just paid all this money for the house. I'm not going to ask you to put a whole bunch of debt on like a really expensive ring. Like, I don't care. I just want to be with you. Bet. I said, this one right here is the one I need to be with, because she showed me everything I needed to see to make sure she was the right person.
Value.
That part.
She didn't care about none of that. She didn't care about none of that.
They call those odd women today because that's basically just based on basics. Like, I'm with you, I'm in it, I'm your mate. Now, remember what they say now. A lot of women want the ring, but they don't want to play the game. You understand me? They don't want to do that. They don't want to do it. So I said, you looked up, dog. You looked up. Just ask Emmett Smith. Ask Emmett Smith or even Dr. Dre. Ask these people. And they'll tell you. They'll tell you, man. He like, long as she good, she down with you. You good to go.
Well, you know what? Here's the thing. She was with me back when I wasn't even working in my job that I got now. I got a nice job now, but back then I didn't always have that. I started off, I was hustling. If there was an in-dash TV or something you wanted to buy, I knew people who can get them and I sell them, or working in warehouse jobs, stuff like that. She knew me back when I was like, I wouldn't say struggling. I've always had money, but like when you step away from a certain lifestyle and then you're sticking to being legit, then things don't come as fast as they usually do. So,
I just want you to know I can read through those lines. So I got you.
You got me.
I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, she was with me for all that. Man, she was with me when my car broke down, and I'm like, it was years ago. Car broke down. I'm walking. She's like, why are you walking? I come pick you up. You need me to take you to work? I'll take you to work. You ate today? I got you. Feed me everything. And then when I was back up on top of the world, she was right there with me. So she's seen me at the lowest and the highest. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make sure that everything's straight. And anywhere I go,
soldier.
She's a soldier. She looked me in the eye and be like, Shy, I'm with you no matter what. And I'm like, all right. I done met a few ducks. She's like, nope, I'm with you. I ain't lying. I'm like, all right. She proved it.
See, and that's what a lot of women are trying to get back to, except men, we woke up. Men have woken up, and it's just not going to be that way because they call like marriage the biggest transferring of wealth ever. And when women begin to start saying the same thing, it's true. This is why we can get back to this brother. Like, dude, get you some help, man. Ain't nothing wrong with saying I need help. It's too easy. Just do it.
I tell my wife I'm gonna invest some money. I said, look, I'm about to take this amount of money. I'm about to invest in these different companies. And she said, baby, you make good decisions all the time. I'm with you. Go ahead. I'm like, this is long term. This ain't no short term turnaround day trading type of shit. This is some stuff I gotta stick with. And and she was like, baby, do it. And she keep me from buying dumb shit too. Like it'll be sometime we at Best Buy and I'll be about to buy some dumbass speakers for the house. She'll be like, babe, we don't even need that.
See, and this is the thing, and this is what I want to say to Raj, Kevin. We got to talk about different things because this plantation of this mess is crazy. The world is moving forward. I told you guys something. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, and I want y'all to look it up. And since you're an investor, somehow you need to look up the reset of what's gonna happen in this world, which is if you can get yourself some Iraqi dinar or some Vietnamese dong, if you can just sit on some of this money.
I've been looking at the money market. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you're right.
Remember, I tried to hint it before, but I didn't want to say. One of my boys said, man, forget it. You might as well tell the world now. So the fact is, I've told some people. Some people didn't listen. Some people did listen. I tell one of my boys, I said, listen, you getting this money, right? You getting this WAP, right? Well, I'm just letting you know that this money, once this shit resets, you got nothing but confetti paper. And it's no good. If you sit on some silver, gold is too expensive, but if you're sitting on some silver, at least you're in the game of life. Because these bastards are so upset at each other that they're going to switch the game. This is where a person like Mike comes in for the oppressor because he needs that mess going on, even though the oppressor got one thing in common. They don't like you. They don't like Mike. See, I get it now. You understand what I'm saying? They don't like neither one. So they love this bickering. They love this shit. We should talk about other things in life. Economics, money, building. Let's say the children. Let's talk about totally different shit. And I listen to a lot of people.
I hit my inbox a couple, like maybe about a month ago.
Right.
And my exact words, matter of fact, let me go find the exact words that I sent him. And I'm going to read it. Because I don't think he ever opened it up. But if he ever does open it up, he'll see. While he up there trying to stalk and fuck with me.
Yeah,
that's even after all the bullshit, I reached out. And let me see. My exact words. Shit, I gotta go way down here. God damn.
You gotta have a new folder. You gotta get you a folder for that shit, man.
Okay, my exact words. I said, be careful. He still ain't looked at it. I said, be careful out there with all these racists coming out of the woodwork and these cops finally showing their true colors. Despite our past, you're still another black man, and times are changing. In our age, we've seen a lot.
Yep.
Those are my exact words. It's in there. You can check the timestamp. Matter of fact, let me see when it was that I even sent that out there. Why are you out here trying to say crazy stuff? It was June 20th at 6:30 p.m. I sent that message. You ain't bothered to look at it, but you always on Facebook trying to harass, stalk, and on YouTube and Facebook and everywhere else. I sent that out to you, regardless of how you feel about me, of how much you hate me. I still sent that out there to another black man.
Yep. Because one thing I've said before, and I said it on Roger's show. No, I said it on Donnie's show. No, maybe it might have been. It was one of the shows when I said I've been on this earth this long that I remember when social media wasn't around. So they were shooting our ass in. It just only made it to the newspaper. It only made it to, and Richard Pryor made a joke about it. I'm reaching into my pocket for my wallet. Everybody laughed. And when I got old, I said, shit, he was real. Because I know some guys who lost their father for that same reason. The fucking cop got hot, shot the dude, and the fucker died and never got prosecuted. So, again, if the dude's listening or any of his friends listening, the paradigm of thought must be changed. Or else y'all gonna fall by the wayside. Because sooner or later, you're gonna be going there, brothers. You ain't gonna get no response back. Because these brothers that I fuck with, I know if things come through for me, I already know who I'm reaching out for. And I haven't never met these brothers, only by the internet. But I know one thing. I know a brother that can build when it's time.
Exactly. You
understand what I'm saying? You hear it in the voice.
I hear it. Yep.
Yeah, I hear it in the voice.
I hear it.
And that shit was given to me. This is why I like coming on y'all shit. I like these brothers. I don't know them, but I just hope in my lifetime I get a chance to meet y'all and we build.
You know, one day we didn't even have to talk about the original subject, but you see, we've shifted to talking about something constructive.
Yep. So I just hope the brother is humble, is the word, enough to know his own transgressions. And if you don't, well, that'll be your fault. I'm just saying, I'm just glad I'm not a child no more. I'm just glad I have friends like you that got in my ass about my father and say, dude, stop acting like a little bitch. We know you cool people. Talk to your father, man. Talk to the man. I'm telling you, he probably, y'all just alike and he cool as a fan. And that's what they told me. And lo and behold, guess what? It all came full circle. And when me and this dude talk, I would talk to him a lot, but I know me and his wife ain't the best of people. So you know what? I'm not gonna bug his world. But you know, if I want to talk to him, a girl will call him, and I we'll talk about 30, 40 minutes, and we have fun laughing and stuff. And I'm glad I got that. Because I told him if he leaves, I'm gonna be hurt. But you know, I understand this is just a process of life. And one thing he told me though, dog, he said, man, I've always been looking for you. He said, I've always looked for you. You just did a great job of hiding. I did.
All right, fellas. We've been running for 3 hours. I got stuff to do, stuff and things. I'm gonna let y'all wrap it up. And whoever want to close the show, y'all can close it up.
You know, I go first. I like to go first. What I'm not gonna say Pissy Johnson, that's what I'm gonna call you from now on. Pissy Johnson. We gotta do better. That's what I'm gonna say. We have to do better, and I hope that brother is listening. Now, I'm just reaching out to you so you can talk to other brothers. I wouldn't beat you down or none of that. But you know, sometimes you shouldn't bite a hand that's reaching out to you, and then you want to dog the person out. And the last thing I'm gonna say is each and every day you beat that bitch that lives inside of you. Beat it, bro. Beat it. Because you are a man. Start acting like a man. Help your children. That's my last words.
That's what's up. My last words is I've addressed all the lies that has been put out about me. I've said everything I could say. I've reached out as much as I can as far as squashing shit. But I understand that you guys are pissed and you can't get past it. So I'm going to continue living my life, continuing to be happy. You guys can continue to stalk me. That's fine. You can continue to be mad. That is fine. But I've said my piece and I've put out my advice. Find something else to do. If not, it is what it is. But I'm not wasting my energy on you. That's not who I was raised to be. and that it is what it is. I mean, but the more shit that you do, the more evidence I have, just in case anything comes up. Other than that, I still wish you guys success. I'm not going to talk crazy about y'all no more. Yeah, I wish you success. I hope that you find peace, and whatever it is that you got that's festering within you, I hope some kind of way you figure out how to get the cure to it. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Okay, well, shit, that was beautiful. My nigga, if you listening, catch the COVID. I hope your immune system can't keep up. Your wife is pissed on. Have a wonderful day. For those of y'all listening, this is me having an interesting show. This is really bosses can't be on government assistance. We talked about a boss, a quote-unquote boss who was on government assistance in his situation. We cracked a few jokes. We talked about the stalker. We talked about the man who's in love with Shy. I'll never tell him. He's got a husband, Shy. He's been laminated with a hole in the mouth.
That was a cheap shot, dog.
Get on Warzone right now. I'm whooping your ass, dog.
At several points during the night show, you've heard myself or somebody else on the panel say something crazy or just say something generally just wasn't shit. Well, guess what? You ain't shit for watching. Y'all have a good day.